Can you believe it? It's that time again. Welcome. It's Saturday night, and you're back with the FluffCast. I'll be your host and streamer for the evening, Axolotl Andy. Last week we had an excellent game night, and the week before, illness took its toll on us. But now we're back. We're doing the art thing. Let's see what the boys are up to. They're up to nothing. Hello, boys.
Oh, hi. We're talking about Bussy. How are you doing?
All right.
Yeah, we're talking about Bussy and the rise of how it's like kind of corrupted a lot of bullshit in the past that nobody could have predicted.
Yeah.
Boy pussy is corrupting things. All right. Okay.
No, not boy pussy.
No, the
Bussy.
term Bussy.
Why? What? Explain
Because of
yourselves.
shit like in the FluffCast chat.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Somebody had a perfectly good pun, Bussy the Vampire Slayer, on a bus. That's fucking great. But that's
It's a
been
good
ruined
pun.
because of Bussy.
It's a good fucking pun.
Oh, here we go. It's called Alright, so the music we use for the intro is called Sine Wave by Abelard. I think it's like Sine Wave 2000 or whatever.
Hey, I got a song. I got a song for you
Alright.
for the
We
next
can't use it, we'll
podcast.
get copyright struck.
Let me. Nope. This is the best part.
I'm waiting. What's the song?
I'm fucking looking it up. Damn it.
I thought you were gonna like sing it for me. Oh, Bussy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that has been retroactively completely fucked by the term Bussy getting such an uprising that it has.
Yep.
But nobody could have predicted that was going to happen. So, like, it is what it is.
Yeah, talk to me.
Are you ready for this?
I'm a little bit ready for this. I want to get this.
Just
up.
listen to this music.
All right, listen to this music. All right, let's take 5 and listen to this one here. Did you Opus number 1? The famous. Ooh. All right, that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. I can only play a little bit of it, but that is pretty tight. Yeah. Anyway, what's it called? So yeah, Winnie the Pooh, just before we went live, we were talking about the CCP and how it's terrible.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do a little bit of
I mean, I don't think that's going to surprise a damn soul, you know?
let's do a little bit of re-education here for the kiddies in the audience. Alright, so once upon a time, there was a place called China. And it was actually a pretty cool place. People liked it. It had good stuff. It had the biggest economy in like the 19th century or something like that because there's just 2 billion people. And
Hey,
then,
real quick.
yeah,
Where the fuck is Taiwan?
Taiwan is
Not in fucking
here.
China, I'll tell you that.
Taiwan is here. Taiwan is here, and this is where Korea is, and then this is where Japan is. Okay, so. Sorry, I'm a child. Anyway.
Everybody know Taiwan, the part of China.
So one day, this guy with the receding hairline in the mountains took advantage of the Japanese invasion during World War II, and some shit
Why does
happened
Japan
in
look
between
like a
that.
dick?
Kibbles.
It looks like a coming dick.
I know that's the Kibbles. That's the point. Anyway, he sponsored a revolution. The communists took over. And now China is no good. You see this thumbs up over here that was expertly drawn? Well, guess what?
It's thumbs down now.
And now it's a thumbs down. Now it's a thumbs down. It's not good. Because China has such a huge population, they have a tremendous impact on global markets. If the Chinese get into something, it's like as if a quarter of the world got into something. Because they have 2 billion people, there's 8 billion, 7 billion people on Earth? I don't know how many exactly.
Which is all the more confounding why the hell everybody is cool with them being, like, you know, the last communist threshold.
It's odd. Anyway, so there's a reason that,
Like, Russia's communist? Oh, hell no, we can't have that shit. Stomp that motherfucker out. China's communist? Whatever.
I don't like to talk too much politics, but China's a fucky wucky one. And it's worth knowing about. I actually don't know.
Like I said, it's not necessarily a politics thing. It's just kind of funny to me that, like, that one for some reason was allowed to go.
What does the Chinese Communist flag even look like? I have no idea.
A
Taiwan.
little hammer with a sickle in the corner. And a star.
My agony is ceaseless coming out here with the big brain comments.
Yeah, right?
I don't know what
I know
China
Taiwan
is.
and West Taiwan.
Oh my god. All right.
You know what? I like that. I like that.
So so right now I'm drawing fluffy Xi Jinping, and he's crying about something that upset his fifis. I don't know what. So
Literally any
Someone
goddamn
said,
thing.
he looked like Winnie the Pooh.
well, yeah. Someone said, "Oh, Winnie the Pooh." I'll have him crying about a picture of Winnie the Pooh. It'll be that. It'll be like, "Disam, this is a
See,
breach in national security."
Someone reminded him that Tiananmen Square was a thing.
See,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's a damn shame that Xi Jinping kind of did the obvious celebrity mistake, which is he didn't lean into the joke.
Yeah, it
He
like.
fought the joke. You never fight the fucking joke.
Do
The
you
second you let them know it bothers you, you've lost.
Does I wonder if he understands that if he actually like went to like a hollow, I don't know if Chinese do Halloween because they don't like skeletons. Anyway, if he
No.
like showed up in costume as Winnie the Pooh one day, everyone would be like, Xi Jinping's the coolest guy on the planet. Communism not so
Absolutely.
bad. Communism not so bad. I guarantee it.
If he would have shut down like all production of Winnie the Pooh related items just so he could show up on a big parade float of Winnie the Pooh shit dressed as Winnie the Pooh, blaring a newly written pop song about how Winnie the Pooh he is, then he would have been able to recover some fucking favor points. People would have had a huge laugh at that.
Yeah, we got the Hefflumps and Woozles coming in for a quick guitar solo in the middle. Yeah.
Like, look at this man, shut down like a fucking chunk of the economy just for a giggle, mate. That's pretty baller. All right, fine. But no, he let it bother him, and now everybody knows that it bothers him.
He fucked up.
It's
He
hilarious.
pulled a Streisand.
You can't do the Streisand effect. It never goes in their favor.
She should. You know,
You're still laughing about that goddamn poem, aren't you?
I'm still so.
So, for those of y'all at home, we were sitting here talking before the cast started about there is a Chinese poem that apparently is just the same one word, but depending on the intonation in which you say it, it actually manages to make sense despite being the same one word. And that word is she, S-H-I. But again, different pronunciation on all of them. So
it's
the whole poem just reads as she.
It's just fucked up. I'm gonna blow a couple of your minds right now. Some of you guys don't even know what Xi Jinping looks like. All right.
He looks like Winnie
Xi
the Pooh.
Jinping looks like he would be
like,
right at home with a pot of honey under his
he
arm.
He looks like he hangs out with a tiger and gets into shenanigans with a small pig.
Hangs out with a really depressed donkey.
Oh my god! I'm still laughing over this. The concept is getting to me. You know, when I was leaving high school, I never thought that when I was 26, I would be sitting down drawing fluffy pony Xi Jinping. I thought I'd be talking about something more sexy and interesting on a podcast, but you know what? I'm all for this right now, boys.
You want to talk about something sexy and interesting?
Yeah, tell me about something sexy and interesting. Yeah.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming as soon as you started, Kibbles.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, look at that picture and tell me that man does not look right at home with a pot of honey under his arm.
Okay, that's 4 stars on the right. All right, seems good.
Sitting there tapping his head going, think.
Please, I would like to congratulate you for banning fluffy ponies in China. We may have done those people a service. I'm just saying.
I guarantee they fucking farm these things, and that solves their food shortages. What is it? They stuff the grains with what do they do in North Korea? They stuff the grain barrels with sawdust. They stuff the grain barrels with fluffy ponies.
Sorry, I'm just sitting here looking at my agony as Ceaseless's comment about fucking Eeyore. I'm dead. I really need to see. I need to see specifically at Eeyore. The donkey has a Russian accent and is depressed that the USSR is gone. I need to see Eeyore like this.
All right, let's take a look. I'm just trying to. I have a picture of him right over there, but I need one for references.
Okay.
Fuck.
Sorry, for a second there, my brain shorted out. I thought you said I need a picture over there from Mephistopheles.
No, not who is Mephistopheles? That name is ringing the bell.
That's the fucking devil in the story of Faust.
Okay.
like the devil that vows soul to soul to for knowledge or whatever.
Okay. I'm not familiar personally. All right,
Oh shit, it's a neat story.
let's get Winnie the Pooh over here. All right, there he is.
As you know, it's a bit of a Faustian bargain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Listen to you, Kibbles. Fuck, how do you draw this fat bear? God damn it, I've drug myself into a corner here. All right, hold on, I got this. Anyway, so how other than the fucking giant nation across the ocean, how has this week treated you guys? How you guys doing?
It's been all right.
It's
Mouth
not
isn't
been
hurting.
yeah, it's not been terrible. I came down with a little cold.
We all did.
Well, no, I actually the first time in 10 fucking years I had to call out from work.
Christ.
It's
Yeah,
true.
so
I've seen his work history.
I woke up at like midnight, just fucking I had been having some weird fucking dreams. I woke up and I was like, why am I so fucking hot? And after I saw myself in the mirror, I went, "Ay." But then I realized I was physically hot. Took my temperature, it was 101.3, and I was just like, fuck me, because I had just been on an airplane. I had just flown halfway across the fucking country. And I'm just like, damn it, the coof. It's finally caught up.
God damn it! I got the coofitis.
Well, no, it was a cold.
So I was a little worried, but I was just like, okay, maybe it's nothing. I woke up the next day. I had already fucking texted my boss and said, hey, I'm not feeling too good. I'm not coming in today. So I woke up the next day and I fucking went to make myself a cup of coffee. And I realized I can't smell this coffee. So I fucking buried my face into this bag of coffee. Couldn't smell a fucking thing. And I was just like, oh no.
That's
Oh
the
no.
end. This is where
So
it's all over.
I real quick, I got online. I found a place that does same day PCR tests. Showed up. I got my fucking brain swabbed.
I hate that. I've gotten COVID tested 3 times. It's gotten less and less comfortable each time. They just fucking invade your nose, dude.
It's not a good time.
Oh, it's terrible.
I tell you what, I'll take that shit over waking up with an endoscope in me again.
You know, shit, right?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But yeah, I fucking 6 o'clock that night, my results come back, and it's like, hey, congratulations, you're not positive with the coof. I was just like, that's fantastic. I'm still fucking sick though.
Well, then what is it? That's the worst part.
Yeah, that was the thing. What is it? I don't get fevers. I've gotten colds before, but I don't get fevers. Last time I had a fever, I was like 15, and I ended up in the ER for 2 days because I was dying.
Woof.
Turns out you got the Gig Omega variant of the coof. You're gonna die today.
I hope so. But yeah, that's how. Well, I actually the week started pretty good. I flew back home. I took my girlfriend with me. We had a great time. She's never been out of the South, so she's never seen leaves change color. Blew her fucking
Are you
mind.
serious?
Yeah, blew her fucking
What are you
mind.
talking about? I've never seen leaves change color out of the South.
Oh, what are they just
Motherfucker, we
eternally
got all kinds of
blue?
deciduous trees down here.
Dude, I'm in Miami. Winter is like it's 75 degrees.
You
Oh
mean
no.
she ain't ever been out of the extreme South then?
The extreme
Yeah,
South.
you're talking fucking Florida, not the South.
I'm not talking about the South. I'm talking about the South.
I was gonna say, don't forget, bitch, you technically live in the South.
Okay. Technically, I don't live in the South. I live in the tropics.
I don't know, man.
What,
A
are you
lot
gonna
of
claim that
people
you're
would
in
consider
Cuba
where you
next?
live at the South.
What's the fucking tropics?
I'm serious. Technically, where I am, this is a quote unquote tropical climate.
Okay.
So the leaves don't change color. Sometimes it gets down to like 40 and the iguanas fall out of the trees.
No,
but
I'm not talking about where you're currently at. I'm talking about your hometown.
Oh, my hometown? Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
the
your
South.
hometown.
Oh no, the town. My hometown is this. My hometown is the fucking the South will rise again South.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're in the South, bro. You've seen this shit. You know these trees change colors down here.
Yeah,
it's not Miami.
do. But she's never seen it. So I took her back home. We had a great time. I took her to a pumpkin patch. She saw a llama and she fucking flipped her shit. She's got like 900 pictures of a pig.
That's funny.
Well, yeah, we both came back fucking sick. We caught something somewhere. So
That's
week
the
started great. The middle was kind of shit. It's ending pretty okay.
That sounds like an alright trade, honestly. To see somebody freak the fuck out over a pig or something simple like that, or like, oh my god, orange leaves, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, dude. I drove her down to the Ozarks, and we
That's
fucking
great.
did some hiking, and not hiking. It wasn't hiking. We walked on a trail, but to her it was hiking.
That's hiking.
That's not
Yeah,
hiking. It's close
not
enough.
hiking.
If there's an incline, it's fucking hiking, bro.
There was no incline.
Alright, I've never drawn a Chinese character before.
You
Don't
sure y'all
yell
didn't
at
just
me.
go for a loop in the Walmart parking lot?
You know what? Honestly, she probably wouldn't have known the difference. She's a city girl.
There we go.
You know what?
I'm gonna get.
Agony is onto something over here.
I'm gonna get fucking. What? What did they say?
If the South rises, does that make it the new North?
Uh,
Alright, and that's there, and alright.
it looks like a dude like bending at his knees.
It does. It looks like it looks like a fucking Crusader knight with a foxtail butt plug, holding his
What?
arms out on one knee. Yeah. Like
Why
look,
did you immediately go to foxtail butt plug?
that's what it looks like. Look, it's like he's got his little handsies out here. He's got his little handsies out here, and he's got one knee up like this.
You started so strong. He looks like a crusader, and I was thinking like that's the sheath to his sword. No, it's a foxtail butt plug.
And he's got the foxtail butt plug over here. He's got his arms out because he's waving his hands in the air like he just don't care.
When you have to slay the non-believers at 8, but you got to ooh at 9.
So speaking of ooh woo, something on Twitter was brought to my attention.
What was it?
Apparently, furries are running wild.
Urinating in parks and all that?
No, at
Okay.
airports.
What are they doing in airports?
So just a second, let me pull up the tweet.
Okay, so I just have to bring this up real quick because this has happened at other cons in the past.
What?
There have been furries that have gotten to cons and they've been like, yeah, we're so happy we were allowed to have a con, yeah. And then they do shit like that. And then they wonder why everybody persecutes furries and doesn't want to give them fucking con space. This is why.
Wait, I'm sorry, I kind of blanked out there. Could you repeat yourself one more time? I'm sorry.
Internet Historian has done a video covering other cons in the past.
Fucking Rainforest was a fucking aberration. It is not.
Rainforest is the example that is always pointed to, yes.
It
but
was not.
Rainforest is a damn good example to point to.
Oh yeah, it is, but that is not the furry community at large. So look at this tweet.
All right, let me look at this tweet. Who the fuck wrote "Oh whoa" in the airplane? I don't know, but I work at a large regional airline as an A&P, and every single one has "Oh whoa" written in the single point of fuel door. Hundreds of jets. Here comes the fuel. Ooh, ooh. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was like
Open up the
other
tweet
thing.
and there's another picture.
Here, wait. Let me get the picture up on stream so people don't think we're just talking out of our asses. Yeah. All right, sorry, G. You gotta go. All right, there's the thingy. Get that nice and big for everyone to read. All right, the tweet. Let's see here. It just says, "Oh whoa." That's all the tweet says. Oh whoa.
Just a second. Here you go.
Let me see. Yeah, welcome to the airlines. Ooh woo. What is it? What else is? There's just like.
Apparently, it's on like every fucking jet. You open the fuel door and it just says, "Oh whoa."
On every jet in America, it just says,
On like
"Here
every
comes the
fucking jet in
fuel."
America, there's fucking furries everywhere. They're running on airplanes. They're putting chemicals in the water. They're eating babies, Joe. They're eating babies.
They're putting gasoline in our airplanes, Joe. Holy shit. They're yipping in the fuel tanks. I can smell them. Oh, excuse me. That's great.
But yeah, Carrie York has a good point. That was a minority that brought a bad deal of
Oh,
attention.
absolutely, absolutely. I
But
know
we
I
also
know a
know
shit ton of
somebody else
furries.
that's personally seen that happen, and it wasn't at fucking Rainforest either.
So what happened at Rainforest? Or is Rainforest like bad or?
It was
Rainforest is a goddamn
terrible.
nightmare.
It was just not good. It was every negative stereotype about furries ever in one fucking hotel.
So what?
There were
They're just
multiple cases, not boxes, cases of like multiple hundreds of whippets and fucking shit found. Bunch of other drugs were eventually
People
seized
Well,
after other
people
people were
to
people were
arrested.
using people were putting used diapers, leaving used diapers in the
that's
parking lot.
okay.
They were
That's
also throwing them on cars intentionally just as a joke. They were fucking rolling up towels and stuffing them into the intake ports on the hot tubs and the pools to break the fucking pumps on them.
fucked
Like,
up.
it was a nightmare scenario. The whole thing was just totally fucked. Somebody broke the smoke alarm so they could hotbox the fucking room and shit like that. Just all kinds of shit was done. Really bad example to point to, but like I said, an example nonetheless.
Yeah.
The one that kills me is that, the other person we know who will go unnamed had an incident where they described a group of people walking into an elevator in full fursuits, and he could hear the crinkle when they stepped in, but tried to say nothing about it or
Oh
think nothing
no.
about it.
I remember this story.
What were they wearing
And then when the
diapers?
elevator closed, they all counted down 3, 2, 1, and then proceeded to shit themselves in unison. And it was bad enough that it ran out of a couple of them's legs on their suits.
Oh my god! Oh,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, shit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They practiced
There was
that,
like 4 or 5 of them in there.
dude. They
Yeah.
fucking that required rehearsal and timing and
Yeah.
rhythm.
It was a full elevator except for him, and just boom.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So that's why I say don't let your friends do that kind of shit if you're on that culture, man. Like, I ain't got no problem with furries. By all means, do y'all. Just don't let your friends do wild, stupid shit like that.
They found him in a pile of shit.
They said they found this
friends.
man beat to death with a fucking fursuit full of shit in an elevator. Wait, they said he did what? Well, hell, open and shut case. He deserved it.
Case dismissed.
I need more Xi Jinping pictures. I don't know what kind
I'm
of
just
suit this guy
saying, if
wears.
somebody just run up next to me, I don't care if you're in a suit or not. If you run up to me dressed in like fucking hoodie and some jeans and shit, and 3 of y'all homeboys just run up and y'all just unison shit yourselves, oh, I'm fixing to beat the hell out of everyone in that elevator. Somebody has to die now, period, regardless of clothing. I might get naked by the end of it and kill someone.
I do want to say that I'm attempting to get a job with a major manufacturer of airplanes. So if I land this job, fully expect a whole bunch of fucking planes to have OO written on them somewhere.
Are you gonna continue it?
Oh God, yes.
Kibbles, don't be part of the problem, buddy.
I am the problem.
You don't understand, Andy. I am the danger. Alright, one more.
See, that's the difference. Sakona and Carrie, I don't call myself a furry. I'm a monster fucker, which is totally different.
Little different, little different.
Totally different.
I used to tell people I was king of the furries just because I thought it'd be really funny. I still
I mean,
probably
I ain't gonna.
fucking I
Oh,
don't
good.
care, man. I'll be king of the furries. I don't care. I'm the most
I was gonna
furry
say
guy
I
out there.
can't talk too much shit because like y'all seen the Spider Waifu folder. The thing's big enough that it slows down a lot of computers when you open it.
I have seen it. Well, that doesn't. All right, let's. I think there's the furry chart somewhere.
I have drawn far too many sexy bears to like not.
Bruh, you drew the first piece of speedrunners porn on the internet, and that was furry porn. So like,
Yeah, it was. It's pretty great.
and we checked. We looked for days on that one. I'm still proud of you getting that one, dude. I was there to witness some history.
The Yif Queen.
Where would his hair be? I guess here. Yeah. I'm having a hard.
Fucking first piece of porn on the internet for that goddamn series, and it was Salem. Because
That's-
of course it was.
That's just a fucking accomplishment. Let me tell you. I'd be proud of that. I'd put that on my tombstone.
That's what I'm saying. I was just here to see the motherfucker draw it, and I'm proud of him for doing it.
And that's fucking history right there. Speedrunners. Wasn't there a bunch of YouTubers in that?
There was.
Yeah.
That game's awesome though. Like,
I don't know where the
especially
link
its
is.
difficulty.
I don't even know where it is anymore.
Oh, I got it.
We've posted it a couple times.
Yeah, it's been on here before.
Alright, I really don't know how this hair is supposed to look. Sorry, Emperor Ping. Is he an emperor? No, Minister Ping.
He is president.
President Ping. Is
President with a knife to the throat.
Should we talk about Squid Game? I actually just finished Squid Game.
Yeah, let's talk about Squid Game.
But don't talk about the last episode.
Well, all right.
My favorite part of the Squid Game is when everyone gets inked, and it's like wild and crazy. Ah, you got inked.
Big squid. Oh shit, he's playing checkers now. Holy hell!
I like when the one fucking old man just looks at the camera and calls "Remy." You know that really sold it for me. You know.
Yep.
Nah, real shit though. That series is really good. But it's a damn shame that the world has gotten so fucked that a series like that is like the #1 thing on Netflix. God damn, that show is depressing.
It is very depressing. It's a hard watch.
If you catch the context that they're providing it in, oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If you've ever watched Kaiji Ultimate Survivor, it's basically like the same thing, but in real life.
I thought you were gonna say if you've ever watched Kaiju, or excuse me, if you ever watched Caillou, it's pretty much the same thing.
It's pretty much Caillou. I wish that Caillou was in the Squid Game.
I would kill Caillou so fucking fast.
Everybody would. I think I feel all right. I grew up watching
fuck Caillou. No, fuck Caillou. He is a
Caillou's a little bastard. That's why his hair
is
like just jumped off of his head and left him forever.
Caillou's parents hate him. And the only reason Caillou is still alive is because it is illegal to kill children in Canada.
Well, I think it's like chanson. I don't remember. Because I watched it in French. You gotta understand, and I don't remember how the fucking song goes, and it's like drilled behind my fucking eyes, killing me right now.
Dude, Caillou is the only French kid I can think of that's actually worse than the kids in David Cage's hit game Heavy Rain.
God.
Yeah, like fucking Sean absolutely needed to die. And so did Jason.
What?
Those two are the worst.
Jason!
Seriously, what the fuck was Jason going after? There was nothing across that street for him to be interested in. Kid just up and wanders out of the mall and across the street on program.
Does it have
you know what?
Alright, give me a quick second.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
You remember in Kung Pao when the kids are playing and they're going, "We're children, we're children, we're children."
It's literally that.
That was that.
I am a child. As his brain runs out of his ears.
Christ.
Like, that is Jason in a nutshell.
So
that's why I'm the proud owner of a Two Best Friends shirt that has them running over the kid.
Oh fuck, I have this stupid thing covering all my drawing. Let's get this out of here. I need to clean up the stream for a quick sec. Alright, so Heavy Rain, for the uninitiated, is a game created by David Cage. David Cage, yeah.
David Cage.
David Cage. And,
hello, my name is David.
Hello, I'm David. And it's like, it used like ancillary PlayStation 3 technology like the DualShock 3, its motion and shit, so you could like do shit like take off bras or fucking like rip your pinky off or whatever.
You can apply the medicine with the Move controller.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it was like a big narrative game, and it was like a big seller. People were like, "Oh, this is like narrative and gaming to the next level. It's so immersive."
Like a movie, but you play it. Ah, you mean it's like a choose your own adventure book?
Christ. And it's just rough to it's not very good. He did a couple other ones. Yeah.
Everything David Cage has done is fucking rough and not very good.
Didn't he do Beyond?
He did Indigo Prophecies. He did Indigo Prophecy rather / Fahrenheit. He did Omicron, the Nomad's Soul. He did Beyond Two Souls, and he did Detroit Beyond Human. And then he got hit with a fucking lawsuit. And then he got hit with another fucking lawsuit. And he's probably going to get shit canned before the end of the thing. So, yeah.
Isn't he like? Isn't Indigo Prophecy the one with the CIA from the Bane scene? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Or you from the opening bit of Dark Knight Rises, the guy goes, you're up, big
No.
guy."
It's not it.
So,
That's not
speaking
him.
of
Aiden
Bane,
Gillian. Aiden Gillian. That's his name. Yeah.
speaking of Bane, I think the greatest incarnation of Bane that I've ever seen has been on the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Why is he just like a hardcore luchador, like he's supposed to be?
No, so he's got he's got like the fucking what's his name? It's not Ed Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. He has the Tom Hardy voice,
That's a Tom
but he's a
Hardy
complete
voice.
fucking moron. It's pretty fucking great. Like he's got the voice. He's got
Batman. He's surely dead now.
I didn't
Yeah,
get
no.
vaccinated, Batman.
He's got the voice. He's got the look of like comic book vein. He's got the Tom Hardy voice. He's this huge fucking hulking, but he's such a goddamn idiot. It's the greatest thing ever.
I didn't. What is the Harley Quinn cartoon like? Good or like?
It's hilarious.
Okay. Good.
It has a lot of decent jokes in it. Because I've seen bits and pieces of it that are pretty damn funny.
That's good. That's good. That's Tom Hardy. He was Mad Max, yeah.
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 He was
And
also,
he was also Venom.
he was also Venom. He was also
Oh right, he's Venom now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
shit. The English
Well,
prisoner. Fuck. What was his name?
The English prisoner. Pardon me.
Bronson. He was Charles Bronson. So Charles Bronson, not his real name. It was his taken name. Was quote unquote England's most dangerous prisoner.
And what was that in?
Tom Hardy played him.
Okay. And what was the movie?
It was called Bronson.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't watch a lot of movies. Menthol makes fun of me for it.
Ah, it's so good. So good.
I do make fun of you, but that's just because I'm kind of a movie buff. So
You are. You know like every movie that's ever been made.
No, I just know a lot.
I think that looks good.
Although, admittedly, my taste is either on like the extreme end of the scale of pedestrian as fuck or really weird.
I only really watch like I like to pretend I'm contrarian when it comes to like the movies I watch or the games I play, but really it's just like once it enters my radar, I'll play it. It has to get like a moderately popular. I'll never be the guy who's like the first one to play some obscure fucking Russian strategy game or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I act like I am. I think that's good to go. Yeah, let's draw this.
Nah, it all depends on how it catches me the first time I see it, because like I'm a sucker for Tarantino movies, but like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it took me a little bit to get into that one. I had to run that one about twice before I actually could like sit down and watch it, because the first part of it kind of feels meandery, and that's by design. It's supposed to.
I've never watched, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
It's like a 2.5-hour movie, dude, and it pretty much goes nowhere until the final 30 minutes. I don't blame you for skipping it, honestly.
Kibbles, what are you watching right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching. What am I watching? Roswell UFO Conspiracy Unlocked.
Kibbles, you're supposed to wait till you're home alone to watch that show, don't you know?
Listen, I'm gonna fucking alien one of these days. I gotta be ready.
You can't prep for it on the cast.
Sorry. Let me turn it down here. I'll turn closed cautioning on.
But no, Kibbles can tell you, like, there's a lot of very obvious movies you would think that I had seen a bunch of times, never seen once. Like, for example, Blazing Saddles, hadn't seen that until earlier this year, and you would think that'd be right up my goddamn alley.
That's
And
the
wasn't it up for your goddamn alley?
It is. Admittedly, it is a good movie. I do like it. There's a lot of shit in that movie I can't repeat, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are white women at?
I was thinking more of the put your guns down or the gets it.
Oh
Scenes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
But like
I
that
had-
or like Blade Runner and shit I haven't seen until like earlier this year or last year.
I got sent home from work to watch Blade Runner. My boss wouldn't let me make money until I went home and watched Blade Runner. And for some reason, so we're just talking at work one day while I'm eating lunch. It was an interim in between the shifts. And my boss goes, "So Andy, you ever see Blade Runner?" And I go, "No, I've never seen Blade Runner." And he gets this look in his face where his eyes get like dinner plates, and he goes, "You haven't seen it?" Like really angry at me.
I can only think of a handful of movies I would do that with, where it's like, okay, we're stopping everything now and fixing this shit.
And he just goes behind the counter and he pulls out a Blade Runner DVD. I don't know how he's got it this fast or why he brought it to work. And he hands it to me and says, "You're going home right now. You're gonna watch
He was
this,
prepared.
and then you're coming back." God bless you, Jeremy.
No, that right there is that's preparation. That's somebody that's really in there on that shit.
I wonder how good my Chinese calligraphy is. Like, would I be able to get into a private school with this handwriting?
No.
Probably not. Yeah. That's the short answer. That's the nice answer.
What does that say in Chinese?
This monster is the enemy of the. It says something funny. I'm sure it says something
Monster
funny.
is the enemy of the people.
This monster is the true enemy, which is here. I'll play the audio.
这个怪物才是真正的敌人。
Yeah, that just sounded like gibberish.
To the untrained ear, of course.
It's like 这个怪物开始真正的敌人, something like that. Yeah.
You know what I heard?
What did you hear?
Knew it was coming.
Oh my god. I should have known. Oh man. Oh gosh. Everything what's it called? When it comes to new things for me though, in this last week I checked out my new house. I'm moving so we might have another week off in about a month. Moving up to a place up north in Jersey. Really fucking pretty actually. So I'm really excited for it.
It does look really nice.
Yeah, you saw a picture of it. It's by this lake, and it's really cool. I met the guy. I'm 90% certain my new landlord was from the IRA, but that's just a hunch I've got. He's like, "Oh yeah, we got a house full of 4 guys here, and it's all good fun."
By the way, you aren't fucking English, are you?
What? Hey, you ain't an English bastard, sir. I'm French, sir. Oh, all the better. Welcome.
Oh no, you're good. Just go on
wait,
in whenever.
laddie. What's your favorite food? I'm fond of potatoes, my lord. Potatoes.
A potato, you say now?
We have those.
Put it there, lad.
We have. I'm getting these out of the way now because the soundproofing is very bad. So I don't want to like walk in and hear me doing this voice.
Let's just say hypothetically, mind you, let's just say I needed you to drop off a package at the British Embassy. Hypothetically,
would
you be able to do it at midnight wearing all black?
Now I know it was Guy Fawkes night the other night, but come on, I've lost the voice. Do you know it was Guy Fawkes night the other night?
It was.
Yeah, it was like a big deal apparently. I was watching some British guy stream that day, and I had no idea, but apparently it's like a huge deal in Britain.
Man, I can imagine so, because like the whole idea behind that leaves a bit of a message that would leave a bad taste in any government's mouth, which is, hey, every year on this year, y'all might want to watch out. Y'all might want to stop fucking up. Just for a little bit.
So my
because we have a
just,
national remember terrorism shit day.
I find it so interesting, history and shit like that. One of my favorite little tidbits is when Elizabeth I died, the inheritor was the guy who was king of Scotland, it was James the IV of Scotland, James the I of England, and he was like used to absolute rule in Scotland. So when he took the English throne, it was like, all right, let's get down to business. Everyone, start listening to me. They're like, we don't do it things like here. You gotta talk to these.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
He's like, you gotta talk to this room full of assholes before you do anything. He's like, what? What's going on here? This is outrageous. This is anarchy.
That's nonsense.
This is nonsense. I'm James the VI. James the First here, sir. God damn it. Oh, man. What are we talking about? The Irish, the English? Yeah, Guy Fawkes Day.
The Irish and possibly, just being a driver. Just being a driver. I just got to swing by the English embassy real quick, like. Just real quick. In and out. 5 minutes.
But Steve, why can't you do it yourself? Oh, I gotta go deliver this ring down to the river to Mordor.
Hey,
I mean, excuse me.
Gotta take a trip down to the Shire, you see.
You see, Bilbo Baggins is having his 256th birthday. How? It was 300 something, yeah. What was his birthday? How old is Bilbo Baggins?
Bill Wilkins?
Bilbo Baggins. How old is he?
Oh,
129.
Bilbo Baggins.
129.
Yeah, he was
That's how
old
old
as
he is.
fuck.
It was an old bastard, yeah. Which one am I on? I'm on that one. This is hard. I don't know how these fucking kids do it. I genuinely don't know how these kids learn this language. It's like the hardest thing I've done in a long time. Oh, this sucks.
Apparently it was his 111th.
It was 100. Okay. How long was the Lord of the Rings? From the Fellowship to the end of
You talking about the book or you talking about the fucking movie?
the movie? Like how like the events. All right, so from when Frodo gets the ring to when the birthday party happens for Bilbo to when the ring
Like 10,
goes into
10
Mount
fucking
Doom.
hours. It was like 10 fucking hours.
It was 10 hours?
Yeah, there was 3 whole fucking 3-hour-long movies, and it was amazing the entire way.
No. I mean, okay. I had to put this. How
You
much
mean
time,
like the timeline?
like how
the
much
timeline.
time passed? Yes.
Oh, I think it was only a few months in the book.
It seems like it'd only be like 2 weeks. I feel like the last book or two only took like the last 2 movies only took place like over 3-4 days, maybe a week. I want to know though. What the fuck is this thing? Did I missed a letter? I did. There we go. Kibbles, have you been drawing or have you been preoccupied with being sick?
Well, I've been not drawing.
Hmm.
Work has been hectic, of course. It is work. I've been spending a lot of time with my girlfriend, so that does take time.
That's sweet.
And then I have been a little sick. I've been under the weather the last few days.
Is that a case of the sniffles?
It was a pretty rough little illness, whatever the
No,
fuck I had.
I don't mean to demean it. I got you.
No, I mean it was a case of the dude. I'm a man, okay? Like, men are very weird. We will just fucking deal with having a honest to God a heart attack for 3 days, and just go, it's no big deal. But the second we get a fucking cold, it's like we're dying.
Yes, it's the weirdest thing. It's like if I could be drowning and I'd be like, "Yeah, it's all right. Water's not that bad in the lungs." But the
Yeah,
second
it's not that bad.
I get a little bit of a fever, I'm like, Martha, this is the end. Sign my will, please. There we go. Do you guys find that exercise helps you when you're sick?
Yes, I was actually going to go to the gym today. But just because I know I'm potentially still contagious, I didn't.
That's smart of you. You're a member of the community. I like that. There we go.
Actually, for me, I find it's quite the opposite. If I just take like a 3-day nap, I usually get over whatever I've got.
All right, Rip Fan. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know. I'm half and half on it. I've had times where I've physically exerted myself and felt better, and I've had times where I feel so much worse after I move around a bunch. But everyone, whatever it was that was going around, everyone fucking got it. Like all over YouTube, like everybody I watched was like, "Yeah, I gotta take a week off. I'm sick." It was really weird. All right, one more. Yeah, one more. This is hard. This is like really hard. I don't recommend you guys ever try to write Chinese characters. There we go.
Oh man, that's rough. Agony put in the chat. Due to texting, Chinese kids are actually losing the ability to write their language due to simplification. Woo!
That's just deletion of like who you are.
That's a loss of an essential skill right there.
Like imagine not being able to draw to write the letter E. Like that's what that's like. That's fucked up. That's sad. That's really sad.
I feel especially bad for that because I draw the kind of 4 that you see on a keyboard that most people don't draw.
Oh, what, you mean this? Or like
The
the
pointed one.
Oh, the pointed one. Yeah, I draw that one too.
Yeah. I don't do the one that's like the open top. I do the pointed one.
Yeah. I used to get in trouble for that because I would.
Same. Bullshit.
Because I would draw my 4s like this, and then my 9s would be like this, and then
See, I got in
my
trouble.
7s would be like this, and so my teacher's like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And no, my 7s would be like this, so my teacher was like, I don't know what it was, but someday in high school, I was just like, from now on, I draw my 7s like that, with the little slash.
You know what? I put the slash through the 7 too.
I've seen some people that do it.
But I distinctly remember. I fucking remember this like it was yesterday. I used to do the fucking pointy 4s.
Yeah.
And I remember one day my teacher came up to me and said, "Hey, you can't do the pointy 4s. They look like your 9s." And I was just like, okay. So I started doing the fucking box 4s, which are dumb.
This is a dumb looking number, by the way, the 4. It's just a cross with a growth.
Yeah.
Like
You know what's funny? When I shorthand the word "and," I do an upside down 4, like an upside down pointy 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people do that, yeah. I do the ampersand.
I can't do an ampersand.
Like, I taught myself how to do it. I really wanted to be the kind of person who uses ampersands in written language, so I taught myself how to do ampersands. Is that what it looks like?
So those things you sit down and do it 100 times, you'll fucking get it.
That's an ampersand.
Yeah, that's an ampersand.
If it was wearing makeup and perhaps had its nails did, it'd be a glampersand.
Oh, what with the with his tits out? What letter? You guys keep distracting me. I gotta draw these fucking letters. This is terrible. I haven't even actually drawn Fluffy Xi Jinping yet. I'm stuck on the letters. This is like the fucking soda cans of that Nikocado picture
You're
all
the
over
one.
again.
You're the one that decided to fucking write out Mandarin, okay? Like,
I thought it'd be funny. I thought the joke would be funny.
You know what would be really
you know what
great?
is funny?
What?
I don't think that the way you're dividing up that sentence is grammatically correct in Chinese.
You know what? It's definitely not. It really isn't. I guarantee it.
You know what would be hilarious though?
What?
To see this slapped on a fucking protest sign one of these days. Somebody waving this shit in the crowd on CNN. Oh,
yeah.
Oh!
Oh yeah, someone's got my fucking Xi Jinping art. And he has to he bans the Fluffy community.
I really hope Fluffy's get banned in China.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my.
And you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and let's ban them in Indonesia too.
Why in Indonesia?
Because of those goddamn Indonesian martial arts.
Pardon me.
Because what?
Oh, Indonesian martial arts.
Tell us about Indonesian
yeah.
martial arts.
So, years ago, there was a dude on the Buru who was a fucking riot of, I don't want to say we were laughing at him, but it's impossible to explain it otherwise. It would be a lie to say we weren't.
We were laughing at him.
The dude came up with some wild ass shit on the fly. And I don't know if it was the language barrier or if it was just him being how he was. But at one point, the term Indonesian autism came up.
All right. Okay.
And when we asked him, what the fuck is that? Just kind of joking, like, Indonesian autism, what is that, like, different from regular autism? It's like a martial art or some shit. He proceeded to explain that Indonesian autism is different than American autism.
Okay.
And all of us were too busy laughing at this point to actually process what his fucking explanation was that made it different. So eventually the joke just stuck as Indonesian autism is a martial art.
Okay.
That's it. That's all it is, just an old inside joke. But a homeboy just come off with that shit, and all of us went, I'm sorry, nigga, what? Like 8 of us in the call just stopped dead in our fucking tracks and said, I'm sorry.
That's a little bit much, but I like that though.
This shit's different. I don't know how. Somehow it is. That's why it's on the mutagen butthurt scale whenever you check it.
What, Indonesian martial arts?
Yeah, the Indonesian martial arts tournament begins.
Man, that's really
Yeah,
good,
there it is in the
actually.
FluffCast.
1 second, let me...
It's under Pucker Pounded.
1, 2, 3, there we go. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting everything in order here. I'm trying to... There we go, okay, thank God. Alright. I'm just jumping around from every little thing here. And I'm very proud of these Chinese characters. Okay.
They do look good.
You look good.
Oh. Oh. Just gonna sit over here and sip my
Different.
coffee now.
Indonesia's national arts. Damn it. That's really mean. Christ.
People just being really good at math, really bad at talking to girls, and just throwing out Shanghai spins left and right, you know. It's a fucking trip, man.
So what did you guys do for Halloween, by the way? That was a couple weeks ago. Or was that last week? That was last week, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a
fucking
slutty
nothing.
cop.
You were a slutty cop?
I was a slutty cop.
How'd it go over with your girlfriend? Did she like it?
She found it very arousing.
Nice.
So flew back home, right? And one of my friends back there is like, "Hey, dude, come to this Halloween party." And I was like, "I don't have a costume. I literally just flew in today." So we went to Walmart. My girlfriend and I went to Walmart, and this was like the day before fucking Halloween, right?
Oh, I've done that before, yeah.
So they didn't exactly have a whole lot of anything, but they had a flirt. They called it Flirty Cop. And it was like a fucking 2XL, like a plus size women's, not uniform, costume. And it was literally the only thing that would fit me. Because everything else there was for like children. So I said, fuck it, I guess I'll be a slutty cop for Halloween.
There you go.
So I bought it and I wore it and I won at the Halloween party. They had a little costume contest. I won sexiest costume.
Because she was the only one there with the brave enough to do it.
Dude,
I was the only one brave enough to have like my fucking taco meat hanging out, you know?
Yep.
Dude, you're the guy. I would have voted for you. Kibbles, you're so cool sometimes. You know
I
that?
just don't care anymore. That's my
That's
thing. I just don't care.
Well, once you hit that certain point of just like, life is fucking pointless, I just want to die. Eventually, you just become the coolest guy ever. But it's too late.
It is too late.
Kibbles, what do you set your pen stabilization to?
I actually don't. I have my iPad now. I got an iPad Pro with the pen.
That's the last thing I wanted to hear. Kibbles is so good at art, he doesn't need a stabilizer. That's the last thing I needed to hear.
I think I had mine set to 7 when I was using Art Tool Psi.
All right. Woof.
I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah, I guess.
You could be asking Aichi for advice, and he's like, "Mate, I just draw with a mouse."
That's the worst part. The worst part is that Aichi, who is one of the best artists, drew with a fucking mouse. He wasn't the most technically sound by a wide margin, but goddamn, that guy just pumped out funny shit consistently. I remember distinctively, and I'm gonna embarrass myself here on stream. I wrote a cringy My Little Pony fan fiction, and he drew porn of it and made fun of my language.
He made fun of your grammar and then drew you porn. That's a good friend right there.
He didn't make fun of my grammar. He just made fun of the porn in it, because it was what was it? I think Flash Sentry was having sex with Sunset Shimmer. Yeah, that was the thing.
Mate, that's cringy as fuck. Here you go.
Yep.
Hands you the porn of it.
Yeah, he's like, it was pretty cringy. I drew porn.
I don't even know what these characters are.
I'll put them up on stream. I'll get
Mouseketeer and Sunshine Sentry?
Yeah. Mouseketeer and Sunshine.
It was a net. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
What a shitty fucking character design this Flash Sentry character is. Shitty fucking design. I don't like this. They could have gone way better.
I mean, this thing can be said for a lot of shit on the hub.
The hub, like their character design was fine. I don't know.
Man, I'm just kind of pissed off that they took that name from a very specific place, and I know the origin of it, and it's really irritating that they don't have the people involved in that origin involved in the fucking channel anymore.
What's the origin?
So the origin was back in the day, whenever Hasbro first fucking like started, teaming up with animation companies to make products for their shit. Not the other way around, where they were teaming up with like fucking animation companies to like bootleg their products and sell them otherwise, like they were doing with Transformers and shit before. They actually wanted to make their original programming and whatnot. So they went to Mainframe Entertainment, the ones that did Beast Wars and Reboot and all that. They said, hey, can you make a Beast Wars cartoon to go with these toys that we're trying to sell? Yes, we can. Well, turns out at Mainframe Entertainment, there was a group of core editors that were called, quote unquote, the Hub. These motherfuckers were in charge of most of the shows that Hasbro produced for the next like 15 years going forward. Because even after Mainframe moved on to do other shit, they stayed behind and helped out with other things. Then they eventually left, and then they brought out the brand The Hub as a channel name. And it's such a weird fucking obscure ass move. It's like, why would you bring out this name in the first place? And then second of all, why would you do it after everybody involved in that shit left? That feels almost disrespectful.
It is. How do you know this? This is like something out of like.
I do a lot of weird deep diving on old cartoons that I grew up with.
Okay.
I really used to enjoy the fuck out of some Reboot, and I will defend Beast Wars writing to this day. Beast Wars, for anyone that hasn't seen it, yes, it does look jank as fuck. It is aged. It is very poorly aged. The show didn't look great whenever it came out back in the 90s. I watched it coming out. But holy shit, the writing in that show is fucking incredible for a children's series. I don't know a lot of children's series that have a character die on screen while quoting Shakespeare.
The only thing I know that they produced, the only thing I know about Reboot or the company that produced it is that they did the Money for Nothing music video.
Yeah.
And they made fun of it in Reboot.
Oh, they also made fun of a lot of other shit in Reboot, like the fact that the boards of standards and practices kept getting onto their ass about censorship shit. Which is why in the first couple of seasons they had to censor one of the main character's tits to where she couldn't have two separate distinct breasts. Because that's too sexual. So she just has what they call the mono breast.
They gave her the mono titty.
Yeah, the mono boob. Just one long bar of titty across the chest.
What does that even look like? What is it? You got your fucking...
Look up dot matrix from Reboot and you'll find it.
Dot matrix?
Yep. After the printer.
Let me see here.
Because everything in Reboot has to be a fucking computer pun.
She's got... That's just like the weird wide mono boob. I think I got this right. Here, I'll send you the picture here. It does not have too many layers. Shut up, bad luck.
That's the one. That's the mono breast, yeah. She has that in the first two seasons, and then in the third season they kind of course correct a little bit. But yeah, they have like jokes in the videos or in the show all the time where you can look them up of them making fun of the BS and P.
They got some chicken cosplay with this thing, and she's looking cute. Woof.
Dude, I'm telling you, between the voice acting and like the actual storytelling on the show, there's a lot of hardcore fans in Reboot.
When did Reboot come out?
Like 94, I think, 93, somewhere in there. Let me check.
I just, you know what I remember about Reboot?
Hmm?
I remember catching it after school one day and going, wow, I fucking hate this animation.
Like I said, it always looked pretty fucking jank, even when it came out brand new. It's just, you gotta get used to it.
I think the only equivalent I have is...
94.
Okay.
There we go.
So it was just a little bit too early for me. Because my reboot, quote unquote, was Jimmy Neutron.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Jimmy
also...
Neutron was also just arguably a fucking weird show.
Hi,
I watched a couple episodes of that growing up.
Hi, Mrs. Neutron. So
You do
speaking
that
of
way too well.
Nickelodeon and Jimmy Neutron, Menthol, you're the fighting game expert here. Tell me about Nickelodeon All Stars.
Bruh, Nickelodeon All Stars has got some goofy shit in it from what I've seen, because, like, I ain't even laid hands on it yet, and haven't done a whole fuckload of research, but I've had a couple things slide across my desk that are pretty interesting.
You want to buy the game? Should I buy the game?
I mean, maybe because, like, apparently Michelangelo's got a fucking infinite that's just hard banned him from all tournaments.
Yeah, I know that Sandy had an infinite too.
No, he's got one where he can just go outside of bounds and just stay out of there in the air,
That's
and you can't fuck with him at all. He can just timer scam the whole thing.
Fucking Mikey. He's getting the pizza. He's never coming back. What an asshole.
Yeah, right? Like, he can do that shit, and then apparently, Patrick, like, is the trashest of the trash, except for one grab he's got, which is super godlike.
I
Dude's got a grab that will fucking ruin you.
who do you want to see in this game though? Like who do you want for DLC in this game?
I mean, they already pulled some pretty weird ones. Like, Real Monsters getting in there at all was kind of a treat. So
I
I'm not
love
going
that
to be
show,
greedy
though.
and say I want Ickis or anything like that in there.
If they
who would
bring
I-
Ickis in,
Who's Ickis?
he's got to have Fungus as a sidekick.
No,
Wait.
if we're bringing anyone else in from Real Monsters, it's the fucking Gromble. I'm sorry. We're bringing
Okay,
in the fucking
okay.
headmaster.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's right. Give Winnie the Pooh some big old fucking man titties.
I'm thinking about giving Winnie the Poohs. I lost the man titties. Damn it. I'm debating it. I'm really good at drawing fat people. I don't know why.
Do it. Give Winnie the Pooh big old fucking man titties.
Winnie the Pooh, you're getting
give
big fat.
give me
man
something to
titties.
fucking grab onto.
All right, Winnie the
Now,
Pooh.
you know who I'd like to see that's kind of an obscure pull for Nickelodeon
Who?
that they could put in there?
Yeah.
Fucking Mina and the Count. Because that started off as a pilot on
yes!
Cartoon Network that they eventually bought years later and turned into a show. I want to see that motherfucker show up.
Wait, I don't know. Mina and the Count. What?
Mina and the Count was this really cute pilot. They, you remember Cartoon on
Yeah.
Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
How they would just have like different little shorts and pilots they would run.
Yeah.
So they did one for that, and it was basically Dracula goes to suck Mina Harker, a la the Dracula vampire novel. He goes to do that. Turns out Igor got her fucked up with another one in the phone book. Send him over to some random like 8-year-old's house, and Dracula's like, nope, too young. I ain't catching charge. I'm out of there. Bye. Starts to leave. Girl wakes up in the middle of the night. Will not let him go. He doesn't want to hurt the kid because she's a kid. So he's like, okay, fine. What do I have to do to make you just let me leave? She says she wants to play. He's like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll play Tea Party or some shit. Ends up spending the whole night there hanging out with her. Barely gets home before the sun rises. Ends up getting pissed off at Igor, yanks his ass into the coffin, assumedly to kill him for his mistake, and has the rest of his schedule build up to go play with the girl at the end of the episode. Kind of cute, right?
That is cute.
Well, then, like I said, years later, Nickelodeon ended up buying it, turned it into a TV series, got one season, never really went anywhere. The series wasn't as good as the pilot was, because it was done, like, again, like a decade later. It's the weirdest shit.
That is weird.
But since that was a series that ran and not just a pilot, I want him in.
They want some obscure shit.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny. That'd be some, like that'd be like the Ness of Nickelodeon All Stars.
I want him to really open the fucking floodgates. And y'all know me well enough to know exactly why I'm doing this.
Why? What do you want?
You know what else ran on Nickelodeon for a long time?
Doug?
Motherfucking
Pete.
Power Rangers.
Oh.
Just do it. Just get Battle for the Grid characters in there. Let's fucking go, boys.
What if... God, this really does look like a Crusader. On one knee with
How about a fucking Kablam?
How about a...
Hell yeah. I want the flesh.
Listen, I'm
Fucking Prometheus and Bob.
Yeah. And they all had to be really shitty stop motion animated too. They had to look like
Yes.
Mortal Kombat goo-goos.
I wish I was as cool as you guys and knew all these interesting things, but I'm unfortunately limited in my picks. I only want one man and one man alone. I want Hugh Neutron.
Hugh Neutron would be pretty good, especially if we send in Jimbo to the Shadow Realm.
Well, Jimbo, it seems like you're going to the Shadow Realm there.
I'm sorry, bud.
I'm sorry, son. By the way, Jimmy, Jim Jam, Jimmity Jam, Jim, son. Mom says you're grounded. I love Hugh Neutron. I love his voice actor. I love all his little fucking things. I want to know what his moveset could be.
Hugh Neutron very much fills the same role in that show as Bulk and Skull does in OG Power Rangers.
I was thinking
And that
Jerry.
you don't realize he's actually the best part of the show when you're a kid. But when you're an adult, you're like, oh, thank God this motherfucker's here.
Hugh Neutron just like I guess Jerry Smith reminds me of Hugh Neutron.
Mm-hmm. That's a very apt comparison.
I don't. Jerry Smith, I wasn't fond of.
Jerry is portrayed as a bit more of a sniveling little bitch than Hugh is.
Like Hugh's got that. He's got the like the whiny cartoon dad thing, yeah. But like he's not like incompetent.
He's just kind of
you know?
brainless.
That's the thing. Yeah, he's just a product of he's just a family-friendly Homer Simpson, you know?
Yeah.
He's not like fucking toxic like what's his face?
Jerry,
yeah.
Well, Jerry's only toxic because of the show being like the way it is, you know.
I
Everybody's fucking toxic on that show.
Is Morty toxic? I only watched it in season 3.
Morty's becoming toxic because of his environment.
Okay, that's why.
That's kind of like his arc over the show. Because like everybody around is a shitty person, so it's rubbing off on him, you know.
I get you.
But no, Hugh Neutron? No, that man just sat on a banana and that shit changed his life.
I mean,
You can thank Agony for that one.
to be fair, I get it.
Fuck, dude.
You know, sometimes it happens like that.
Oh, they don't think it be like it be, but it do.
It do indeed be like that sometimes.
Okay, that's the line work for that. That's the letters.
Speaking of being like it do sometimes.
What?
Holy shit. That hell of a boss. Woo!
I didn't watch.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen
so
it
good.
either.
So good, man.
I'm so weird on Hell of a Boss. I like. There's times where I'm like, man, this is really fucking good, and there's times where I'm like, wow, this is really fucking dumb. I can never. It's always one of the two extremes.
Yeah, my problem is when I was going to school, it was at like the peak of Invader Zim, like edgy fucking wannabe scene girl, like
No.
everything's Invader. Yeah. And every time I hear that fucking voice, I am taken back to like
Richard Horvitz with that shit. Nah,
Yep.
you gotta get away from that dude.
I can't help
He's
it.
actually playing a super wholesome character in this show. He's not even like the main character. Now that I think about it.
He's like ancillary, yeah. Like he's like a main character. No, he's a main character now.
He's a secondary character. He's on there a lot, but he's not the focus of the show.
Definitely not.
He's just one of the ones that's running with him all the time.
I would say he is a main character though, for certain.
Yeah. He's a main.
Yeah.
He's in the main group. Is the best way to put it, I guess.
I need Chinese propaganda.
Chinese propaganda. Just
we
put
would
like
get on a list tonight if we wasn't already.
yeah.
Found it.
Just put a Foxconn factory in the background.
Man, this is actually kind of cool. Like, even when they're doing their fucking propaganda, they're cool. Like, what's going on here? I don't get this.
You want to see some good propaganda? North Korean propaganda.
Apologies for coughing into the mic there.
It's all right. Mine is much more sensitive if I cough into it all the time. I think that's just white, Andy. Get a hold of yourself. You know, like off-white. That's what I need.
Yeah, bad
That'll
luck.
work.
You
There we
know,
go.
Asmodeus' song is the shit. I've been bumping that all fucking week since that episode came out.
I don't mean to be rude, but Asmodeus, is he in the show like before, or?
He's just in the newest episode.
Oh, okay.
Here's some Chinese propaganda for you.
Select, expand
Because the
something.
newest episode had him go into the Lust Ring. And apparently Asmodeus runs a nightclub there, as is befitting the king of the Lust Ring.
Okay. I've been hit or miss on those songs, really. I really liked Inside of Every Demon is a Rainbow. I thought that was very strong, but I wasn't hot to trot on a lot of the other ones.
I really didn't care for a lot of the ones in Hell of a Boss. Or not Hell of a Boss, Has-Been Hotel. Has-Been was definitely the weaker end of the series for me. Like, Hell of a Boss has been way stronger.
It's because, you know what it is? It's because Has-Been doesn't have a plot. Or like, how to put this?
Multiple episodes.
That too, but the thing is like, no, like, okay, even when, like, the Hell of a Boss pilot came out, I liked it more than Has-Been. Because Has-Been was just sort of like a showcase of characters. There wasn't, like, a conflict to resolve. It was just kind of like, here's the setting, here's the characters. It very much
We're
felt
gonna redeem
like,
everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Dragon Ball style quest or whatever.
Ironically enough, it really just kind of felt like some chick's prologue to her DeviantArt story, where she swears she's gonna finish it later. But she just wanted to, like, put all these characters down to paper. Meanwhile, in Hell of a Boss, they have, like, a showcase of the characters in the setting, but they get things done. There's, like, a plot that runs through and a resolution to it. The kid fucking dies at the end.
Well, the thing is, it's fairly episodic, but, like, the characters themselves are what build and grow.
Yeah. The characters are also stronger in Hell of a Boss as well, I think. So, yeah. Should I make this big?
Andy.
Yeah?
Oh, hey, Funk.
Oh, Funk is here.
What
Thank
slipped
God.
in here on us, bud?
I've
Andy,
been here the whole time.
check if you want some propaganda, check FluffCast.
Give me a quick sec. How do you increase? I just did it. I don't remember how to change the selection size. Found it. Thank you. You boys are the best.
But yeah, no, Kibble, something that may help with that. You said you was kind of associating Richard Horvitz with, like, just Invader Zim and all the weird Doom Girl culture that come off of that shit.
Yeah.
Something that may help with that. Motherfucker's got a hell of a set of pipes on him. I was surprised to hear Horvitz can actually sing.
He can sing?
Yeah,
I
Horvitz can totally sing.
I feel like that'd be
Oh,
the worst thing ever, but
It's like when I found out that John C. Reilly can sing.
John C.
And
Reilly
he's-
can sing?
He's an amazing singer.
Again, you'd be surprised, man. Like, sometimes motherfuckers can sing better than you think.
I mean, the fucking lead singer for AC/DC, he was like a fucking troll, and he can sing. He can.
That's it. You may think Gilbert Gottfried can't sing worth a shit, and he'll surprise the hell out of you.
Gilbert Gottfried sing?
I don't know. He might.
I'd imagine. I mean, that's not even his real voice. It's just his character bit.
Wait, that's not his real voice?
It's not his real voice now.
It's not his real voice now.
That's terrible.
Like he just does that as part of the bit. Like I think he did it for something, and then he's just like, "Fuck it, people like it. Let's keep doing it."
That's the thing. If you're a one-trick pony and it's a good enough trick, you can get away with it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Larry the Cable Guy, where it took him like till I think he finally killed himself like 6 years ago. You know, ate himself to death in a fucking Waffle House somewhere in Nebraska. But you know, because I saw him interviewing him one time, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a vocal chameleon. I got a cousin from Wisconsin. When I want to talk like him, I just do this, and I'm from Wisconsin." I'm like, "You didn't change your voice." And the guy interviewing was like, "Wow, Larry, it's like I'm really talking to somebody from Wisconsin." I'm like, "You fuck both of you. Get the fuck out of here."
Couldn't even put on a Fargo accent or nothing, huh?
No, he can come in there sounding like, you know, he's got the fucking Ushanka on. And he just found a dead body in the wood chipper. And I was like, well, whatever. Like I said, they got him. He died in that damn Waffle House, ate himself to death. I think he's interred somewhere in the back. They built an IHOP. Man's got pancakes in his blood.
Sorry, the transparency in my layers is pissing me off.
Also, speaking of pancakes, I got to introduce someone to real maple syrup for the first time this week, so that was kind of funny.
Sounds like a good time.
What defines real maple syrup?
It's
Comes from a
thinner.
fucking
It's got
tree.
more of a tanginess to it than a sweetness. It's just kind of bitter. It's not nearly as strong.
It's bitter. I like that actually.
No, it's not bitter. Better.
Oh, okay. Because I'm one of those guys that likes the
No, it
the
has
bitter-
more tang to it for sure.
Okay. Because I'm one of those guys that likes dark chocolate. I like how bitter it is.
Yeah,
Fuck
you would
dark
probably
chocolate.
like real maple syrup over the shit that they quote unquote sell you as syrup.
So real maple syrup is like. So fake maple syrup tastes like real maple syrup, like how banana candy tastes like bananas.
I don't get that. Why does banana candy taste like a fucking mask is going on over my mouth?
Okay, so
Because-
banana candy was flavored after an extinct species of banana.
Yep.
So that's what's up, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Because
who killed
Cavendish
it?
bananas are the ones that are popular now.
Well, who
Yeah.
killed it?
We did.
Cavendish bananas killed it.
The greatest monster.
We bred that bitch out of existence damn near, and then a big fucking plague hit, and there wasn't enough of those to survive.
It's the same reason that European purple candy tastes different than American purple candy.
You say purple, you mean like grape, right?
Well, see, the
Purple.
thing is, purple in Europe is black currant flavored. In
Which
America,
is
it's grape
tasty.
flavored.
Isn't that blood?
It's very tasty.
I love blackcurrant.
But black currant, when they couldn't grow in America because it produces it has like I'm trying to remember exactly. I think it had a fungus on it that would spread to white pine trees in America, which is like predominantly what they use for construction. And it was wiping out white pine trees like a beast. So they couldn't use it in America because it's like, oh shit, if we bring these over here, we're going to lose all our building materials. So they basically outlawed bringing black currant into America for several years. In fact, I think decades. So that's why purple candy in America is grape and purple candy in Europe is black currant.
Only time I've ever had blackcurrant was whenever they did a fucking Pepsi that was flavored with some of it. It was pretty good though.
Mhm.
So
Isn't-
apparently there are still a few old bananas left on plantations.
Okay, so it is fruit. Okay. There's a couple what
Huh?
left on plantations? I'm sorry, Kibbles. I lost him.
Secret plantations.
Kibbles, the plantations.
The plantations, the goddamn chemicals in the water. Turn the frogs gay.
Oh, Kibbles,
Um,
Kibbles just started posting all of this Soviet Chinese propaganda.
Also, speaking of, did
Like
you
that.
know? Oh, good.
no, I was just asking Andy if he liked the Soviet Chinese propaganda.
I do. This is actually, it's really interesting to me. It's really, really interesting to me. Because it's like so homoerotic. That's the thing that it is.
Yes.
It's like these guys are like, yeah, it's the whole world against us, and we're two really big boys, just muscular dudes, and we're so good looking and handsome, and you've got dark hair, and I've got blonde hair, and you're from there, and I'm from here, and oh, isn't it
It's
tragic?
the
how-
synthesis of
this
East
is-
and West.
It's like, it's literally DeviantArt fan fiction how the Soviet Union and CCP were setting themselves up.
Yep.
That's fucking great.
Just two buff dudes trying to raise their biracial children together.
Just a couple of guys, freeing the proletariat. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing scary.
It's just dudes being dudes.
Just guys being guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of the banana thing, did you know that's apparently the flavor of circus peanuts? You know,
That's
the
what's-
candy.
That's what circus peanuts taste like.
Yeah, they're flavored with fucking banana oil. Out of all the things in the world, that's what they're flavored with.
And you surprise the shit out of me.
What are circus
I-
peanuts anyway?
They're a type of marshmallow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually had some really good banana flavor today. I went to the big ass art festival. It was in Ocean Springs today, and it was pretty fun. It was really fun. There was a lot of nice stuff there, but my crowning piece de resistance was finding a place called Jenny's Fudge and Nuts, which made different flavors of fudge, and they had a banana pudding fudge, and I could eat myself to death on that shit.
I can't eat that shit.
Man, that shit was good.
I'm fucking allergic.
Damn it. They had all kind of different flavors. They had, because I got a banana pudding fudge, orange cream, key lime, lemon meringue, and
Okay,
raspberry
literally
truffle.
every one of those you just listed except for the banana one sounds awesome.
Like, dude, they were all really good. Like, I said, I'm gonna try the banana one going home, and I ate it. I was like, oh my god, it tastes just like banana pudding. They
That
even had
orange
vanilla
cream one I
wafers
can
in it.
fucking kill myself on. I'm
The
scared of
or-
that shit.
Dude, the orange cream one was the best one. Like, they weren't like as big as like you go most places they give you like a half-pound chunk of fudge. You were just smaller ones, and you got like 5 of them for $6. I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna try all these, and they were fantastic. I am not ashamed to say I ate every goddamn one of them on the way home.
Like that and fucking key lime ones. That sounds dangerous.
Dude, the key lime one was perfect because I bit into it, and it was like key lime, got that real nice, like tangy kind of sour taste when you first bite into it. And like a lot of people can't get that with their fucking key lime stuff, or it's like they make it too sweet. It was fucking perfect. Like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
half tempted to go back tomorrow if I didn't have to walk fucking 2 miles to the gate again.
Oh, Andy, are we taking callers tonight?
We can if you guys want to. It's a little slow.
I just noticed we had somebody down there in the pile.
Oh yeah, is that the guy who? All right, let's do this because I think I know this. Yeah, okay. Let's see if he's up for it. Hey, Sauce.
Sauce.
It's a Sauce with the boss. Hey, bud.
The sauce boss.
Sauce boss, where you at?
I wonder if he can hear us.
Boss.
He might be
Looks
on.
like he's
Is he on mobile? If he's on mobile, I won't be able to. He's offline, so I don't know if he's mobile.
I do want to say real quick to Bad Luck. Shellac isn't bug sweat. It's crushed bug.
Pardon me?
I'm back.
Hey.
Hey, Sauce.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a pleasure meeting you all in this place.
Oh,
Nice
hi.
to have
Yeah,
you.
it's pretty.
welcome
It's
to the
pretty.
shit show.
It's pretty freaking sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I had a bunch of questions I want to ask, but now that I'm in here, I completely forgot about them.
6.5 inches.
Yeah,
Low, loose,
dude,
and
I've
full of
only got
juice.
like 3, so you're doing pretty fucking good.
That's,
Wait,
Fair enough.
we talking girth?
I
Oh, if
think-
we're talking girth, it's like 2 hockey pucks stacked on top of each other.
I think it's like. I think that was. Is it 7 or 8 inches? I can't tell.
Oh my.
Because all right. Enough of that. So Sauce, talk to us about yourself. What's your story? What's your dealio?
If you want my story about how I came across the community,
Yeah, sure, boss.
it was the click.
All right. Well,
What?
Sauce. It was
How many
nice having
people?
you on the FluffCast. You know?
Wait. I discovered
No, I
the
get. Don't worry about
video.
it. Yeah.
I discovered his video like 6 months after he posted, so it was the entire fiasco was already over by then.
Dude, don't worry about it. It's fine. Like fucking.
Yeah,
I
we
get
just
it,
like
I
making
get
fun of it.
We got
I
freaking.
get it.
We got Click Boys fucking coming out of the woodwork half the time. It's fine.
That's why I started laughing and said, like, holy shit, so many people.
Yeah. I think I did talk to Virgil about talking to the Click again, seeing if he wanted to come on the show, but we went through the realistic scenario of what would happen. It basically just would be terror again, and on top of that, I don't think what's his face, the Click wants to. He likes how friendly we are, but he doesn't like the less than
The
reputable
content.
people. No, the less than reputable people who went after he made the videos. A bunch of people went after him and were like, "Dude, you ruined our fucking secret club. How could you do this? Blah blah blah." So he just didn't want to get like fucking raided or like put another target on his back.
Fair enough.
So I completely respect that, and yeah. But it's whatever. Anyway, tell me more. What's your preferred type of Fluffy Pony content? Do you like your arts? Do you like your stories? Hugbox abuse? This is a big deal.
I'm actually a big fan of Fluffies versus Nature.
Ooh, that's a constant favorite. That's Sanonon's favorite.
Just the idea of an entire herd of Fluffies being wiped out by a single vulture or an eagle or something like that just
Vultures wouldn't.
appeals to me.
Nature is cruel kind of shit.
Vultures wouldn't go after
Mhm.
me. I like the speculative fiction part of it. Like, it's very interesting.
Ye
I think
Speaking of speculative fiction, I'm actually going to be working on my first project for the fandom as well.
what you working on?
Nice.
An old colony ship is launched off of Earth in the far future carrying fluffies, and it lands at the planet, but nobody is alive at the time to do it except for the fluffies.
Okay, so the Fluffies have to survive on this alien planet without any guardianship.
Mm-hmm. And it's just going to be it's going to be like millions of years of the fluffies adapting and slowly evolving over time to better suit their climate because they breed like fucking rats.
Have you ever read All Tomorrows?
That's basically where I got the idea from.
It's a very good. I'm digging it. I'm all about that, man. Let me tell you.
I was trying to think of the fucking name of that. I was like, what was that called? What is that, like Far Tomorrows or something? Is that something we're gonna get Fluffy's farting around space?
That's cool though, man.
Mhm.
I gotta say the way that his series was made, All Tomorrows, All Todays, All Yesterdays, or whatever, the way that it was put together and how like, I guess how much soul he put into it has really really helped me realize how important it is to think out your world building, and it's I gotta say those works have been hugely beneficial for a lot of
Plus
people
the-
when it comes to making stories. Yeah,
Plus, the memes that come from it are fucking great.
I don't like memes. This is a meme-free zone. Funk, you're gonna say something?
I was gonna say,
Bullshit.
my mind went the exact opposite direction when I saw it. I was like, what is this? And I watched a video on it, and I was looking at it, and I saw them making all this, and like the first thing that came to my mind was like, somebody's beating their dick to this. What the fuck is this?
Somebody has to be.
The All Tomorrows
it's-
challenge.
The All Tomorrow's challenge. Can you beat your dick to the bad guys?
And you get a point system based on which one you finish on.
It's like nobody's happy about the fucking not Slanesh planet. You got to go hardcore. You got to go with like the fucking the tick people or some shit like that.
Yeah. If you can lose to the fucking the mouth tooth people, then you get the bonus prize. Christ.
The mouth tooth people. You mean humans?
They're all humans in All Tomorrows, but like
Yes, we are human from
But, like-
human world.
but like you know, in All Tomorrows there's like the certain people whose mouths are like a giant tooth. And they got lips around the giant tooth, you know?
And then you got the flyers. Then you got the flyers that die at the age of 21 from heart failure.
Shit like that's really cool. I wish that there was more like flaws. A lot of people like to go on and on about how like this is nature's perfect predator, perfectly adapted for the environment. But humans have a hard time giving birth to other humans, and humans also have chronic back pain because of the whole bipedal thing. I wish that there were more fictitious races that would like have those kinds of flaws. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I completely get that.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, die at 21 because of heart failure. Like that's something I'd like to see more. Or armadillos getting cancer. Armadillos get cancer.
They actually get leprosy.
Leprosy, my bad.
I was gonna say, yeah, leprosy is a real big problem with them.
Speaking of which, there's an armadillo out back right now.
Give it leprosy. Do not.
It already
give me-
has it. Don't touch the goddamn thing.
So what? Buckshire, are you educated in the words of leprosy? Like, what it like? Do you die from it, or does it just really suck?
I mean, you can die from it.
Oh, okay.
It makes parts of you fall off.
Okay.
It's basically like, the way I've always understood it, like you said, parts you fall off, rot off. Basically, if I remember correctly, it does something with circulation, where like your extremity, cause you know, like when you get cold, your fingers go numb because it shuts off blood flow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, imagine that, but permanent. I believe is how it goes exactly. In fact,
I
now
mean,
that
the
you've
shit's
asked
bad
me-
enough. It was considered a miracle for a dude to heal it. So
That's it. Let's see. Okay, so leprosy, also known as Hansen's disease, is a chronic infectious disease caused by Mycobacterium leprae. This disease mainly affects the skin, the peripheral nerves, mucosal.
mucosal.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've never seen that word spoken aloud. Mucosal surfaces of the upper respiratory tract and the eyes. Leprosy is known to occur at all ages, ranging from early infancy to very old. So let's see what the fuck is it. Slow growing material, the disease can be cured. Okay.
Take
what
that,
period of time?
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
No, just usually treated them very effective. Hours left treating nerve damage, resulting in crippling hands, feet, paralysis, and blindness. Okay, so basically, it's not so much that it'll kill you; it's that it will basically make you
Make you
unable to
want
take
to
care of
die.
yourself. Yeah, make you unable to take care of yourself because it's going to shut down like your hands, your feet, and you'll go blind. So all your soft bits are like getting attacked by this thing.
That's
Let's give it
terrible.
to fluffies.
Christ. So, Sauce, do you consume, how much fluffy stuff do you watch or consume or read or
I thought you was
whatever?
gonna ask if they consume the drugs.
Do you consume the drugs?
I take Adderall
All right, okay. So we got a productive
Oh, that's
guy here.
it?
for medical reasons.
Yeah.
Menthol.
Those
Don't
are
get
for
No,
like
I
people.
for a
assumed as
baby
much.
man.
Menthol, don't get people on that horse, man. Can't have everybody chase the dragon, Menthol.
I know, right? Not everybody got weed money, menthol.
But yeah,
Yes.
speaking of how much I consume fluffy material, I occasionally check out the website like once a week.
Who are some of your favorite content creators?
I cannot name them off the top of my head.
Okay, so you're a bad fan. All right, take note.
Hey, I only like created my account like a month ago.
That's. So- Excuse me, sorry, I was laughing at my own jokes about kibbles. Anyway, it's
What?
all
It's
right.
fine.
It's all right. I
It's
made the
fine.
joke in my head and I didn't know how to word it. Something. Kibbles doesn't even have an account. And he draws fluffies. So. Christ. All right. Like, we got Booperino, we got Wiener, Neku-chan. Well, right, What's Her Face came back. This is actually big. Did you see Magenta Demon made a comeback?
I heard about that. I was the one who was like, I don't know who that is. Who is that? They showed the picture and I was like, oh, hello, oh, it's Zip Tie Lady.
Yeah. It's Magenta Demon. She got her drawing back. Or what's
That's
it called?
nice.
I think she's actually a professional artist. That's like her thing.
Ah,
And so she just does this as a hobby. And I guess like with the plague or whatever, she wanted to just focus a little more on work. So
but she couldn't escape the fandom.
she said she'd come back when she had time, and I guess lo and behold, she's got the time.
Shit, take it from some of us that have returned after all this time. It's like fucking smoking or something. You don't really quit, you just leave for a while.
I quit smoking. Wait,
The suffering of Fluffy sustains us.
Yeah, you will eventually be back in at some point.
it keeps me alive.
Somebody you know will be like, hey, did you know there's a new version of the website up? Really? Let me check this shit out.
And then
God damn it, I'm back in. Fuck! You got me, you wily bastards. Ugh.
Christ.
Now you're on here hosting the FluffCast every week?
God damn. So, Sauce, you ever go to a con? Our friend Billy, he's at his very first convention right now.
Is he now?
Yeah, he was at one in Central Jersey. Sorry, South North Jersey.
I have never actually been to a con before because when I was growing up, my parents were helicopter parents.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Hey, I grew up on 10 acres in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, so wasn't a complete loss.
Cons are
It
cool.
sounds like a complete loss. I'm sorry.
Just a
Hey,
bit, yeah.
whenever you're riding ATVs and dirt bikes every day.
That's
True.
That's true. Christ.
Doing hood rat shit in the woods.
Hey, you can get up to some pretty hood rat shit out in the woods.
It's true. Especially like the woods I grew up around, because like, it's just meth stills everywhere. And you're like, what's a meth still? And all it is like a camper somebody set up out there. Ain't got no tires on it. Ain't got a trailer hitch. They took all that shit off because you got to sell that shit for meth making stuff.
Might need to stay away from it at a decent distance. It may explode one day randomly.
You'd never know. You'd just be sitting there and be like, man, what a wonderful day. It's like, thank the Lord for this day. You know what? I'm here for it. Then you hear a boom.
And there is meth raining from the sky now.
And there's meth raining from the sky, and you learn that the preacher at the Baptist church died in a mysterious explosion.
Wait a minute.
What?
I admit.
I thought you was at a con, motherfucker.
Yeah, I told you.
Wait, when the fuck did you get in here, asshole?
Someone pulled me in. I don't know what's going on.
God, we need to get Mirju to draw you. I was gonna ask him, but
Also,
like,
Virgil has a point. Don't tell people about FluffCon. We haven't booked the auditorium at Dollywood yet.
No, I haven't been very hush
Yeah,
hush
he's
about
right.
that.
Wait. Which one of us is responsible for the ball pit again?
Not me.
it wasn't me.
That's Kibbles. That's you, isn't it?
Oh right, it
Was
was.
that-
I think we all like pulled straws, and Kibbles got the pulpit. Yeah.
I got to be the liaison back and forth between Dolly. She thinks we're having a craft show.
God bless that woman. You know, she really is a treat to work with. I didn't believe him when you told me, Funk, but
Man, like I told you, we went out that night and we went and got some steaks, and I watched her knock out a 72-ounce porterhouse, and I was like, damn, I'd marry this woman if she wasn't already married.
I watched her suck that. I didn't know. I didn't know someone's jaw could move like that.
I didn't either.
It unhinged like a snake.
She just tore down that thing. Now that's a woman that grew up in the woods right there.
And that's all for real, because not a single bit of grease got into it. You know.
Look,
Not a
I'm
bit.
not saying Dolly is unrealistically inhumanly strong or anything. I'm just saying this bitch probably grew up fighting bears.
I don't-
Probably.
I mean, you want to know something cool? She does have like a real honest to God superpower, and it's fucking amazing to me.
Betty
Dolly
White levels
Parton-
in charm.
Well, not only that, she does not look like she does on all the album covers and tours and all that. She dresses like that so that whenever she wants to go out with her husband, she takes all that shit off and just goes out, and nobody knows what the fuck she looks like.
Smart.
Like
And
how
she is-
Charles Darwin grew his beard.
She
Or
just
like,
basically
oh, go ahead.
no, so she just basically like she'll just grab her because she's been married to the same dude since like the 70s, I think it was. And like she'll just be like, all right, they're going out, and she just takes her wig off, takes her makeup off, and then they just go out and go wherever, and she just somebody's Meemaw walking around.
Wait, that's a wig?
See, okay, Andy, you're probably too
Her and
young to
Elvira
remember this,
both.
but back in the day, because they had one right next to the movie theater I used to go to as a kid. Dolly Parton wigs were all the rage in the South. Like that meant you were getting a good wig if you got a Dolly Parton wig. Because she made a line of wigs, and they were like the hottest shit in town. And I remember, like, as you go there, and we would go to the movie, and outside they had that big ass cardboard cutout of Dolly out there, like, y'all come get a wig, y'all, because she got her, you know, her eyes out for the bald bitches too, you know. Not everybody can have that, you know, Dolly genetic ass super hair she's got going on.
So you buy the wig and you have the gigantic ass bouffant.
Like you would put this wig on, and suddenly, like, you got to start ducking ceiling fans, and you're 5'3". It's like,
Yup.
what happened? Because I remember we got one
That's the
from
real
my
Martin Simpson right there, dude.
dude, like I even saw a blue one time. That was like, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be that blue, but I think it was that blue. They had it on a little pedestal, and I was just like, well, somebody's getting me ball hair, and I don't know what to do.
All right, before we go too more off track, Sauce, is there anything else you want to ask us or talk to us about, or remember any of your questions? Here, you know what? I'll talk a little bit about us here. So you might wonder how the bunch of us got together. So back when this whole thing started on MLP in 2012 or 2013, we just kind of jumped into a cast together. I was just watching these guys, wide-eyed and starry-eyed,
What?
starry-eyed, and oh right, except for Kibbles. Kibbles is the odd man out, and Billy here. Anyway, so they were just doing their show with Aichi, and I came in one day with Taffy, and I was just like, hey, you guys are pretty cool, and all of you are Southern, but that's okay.
And it's funny that you would come in and be like, you know, oh man, y'all are so cool. Like, bro, what? We're just a bunch of assholes in a call.
Yeah,
We just happen to be streaming it. That's it.
we ain't got shit going on a Saturday night, so we're all just fucking around and see what happens.
Yeah.
There were a couple times we had cast go on, I think, till like 2 a.m. So later than that, I think. So
the time limit's like a new thing.
Yeah, I think our record was like a 12-hour or something like that, guys.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I remember that. I went to sleep one night, woke up the next morning, Aichi was still streaming, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
is he all right?
No, we
The
used to
answer
have
is
calls that would go for like 2-3 days at a time on Skype where like somebody would pick it up and nobody would go to sleep.
Fair enough. Reminds me of that time I fell asleep in a Discord call, and I woke up to someone screaming at me.
I've never
Well,
gotten
there's
a-
like 8 people on the call.
I once passed out at my keyboard, and my friends had a music bot in the server for a while, and I woke up hearing something in my earbuds. I wake up, someone put on for the 12 or 24-hour edition of Ram Ranch as I'm just sleeping, and they just noticed at like 4:30 in the morning, Ram Ranch has stopped. So that's when I woke up.
Now
Christ.
Billy can't go to sleep without
And
hearing
now I
Ram
can't go to
Ranch.
sleep. I can't go to sleep without hearing Ram Ranch really rocks.
U.S.
18
Marines
naked cowboys.
pulled up in
18
black Ford tractor trucks. The Ram Ranch is under siege, under lockdown.
It reminds me of the time that we drove IG fucking crazy thinking that he was hearing the Seinfeld theme in the background when it wasn't playing.
That shit was
Because
amazing.
it actually was. Like me and everybody else in the fucking server was in on it. Just don't talk about it, don't acknowledge it, don't say shit. Just let him think that he's the only one hearing it. And we played this shit in the background. And I stayed in the call for 2 consecutive fucking days. And every time that nigga jumped in the call, I would hit that fucking button and start playing it. And had it just low enough you could barely hear it.
My life is Seinfeld now.
Yep. You could just barely hear that shit in the background, and he wasn't sure if he was hearing it all the time or not. It was just enough to fuck with his head.
Please tell me you were doing a laugh track at the same time.
Oh, no, it was like a 10-hour track that I had playing, and it was just the loop of the Seinfeld theme. And he got through. That is a 17-second loop, by the way. 17 seconds to play out the full Seinfeld theme. He got through about 4 hours of it before he finally like just quit and was just like, "No, dude, I know I'm hearing it. Fuck you. I know what you're doing." But it took him a minute before he finally caught on.
That is glorious.
For me to suffer that
You
shit
guys are
with
giving me
him
devilish
there.
ideas.
Yeah, for me to sit there and suffer that shit with him, just like, man, I'm gonna take the ship down with both of us, bitch.
Anyway.
Horrible prank. Anyway.
All right, Sauce. You have a nice night now, yeah?
You too as well, guys.
All right. Also, I do want to. I don't like to talk too much about money and cash here, but I do want to highlight Sauce
Our double
did.
diamond platinum?
Yeah. Okay. We actually have double diamond platinum. Sauce bought it. Yeah. He boosted the server twice, and now we get stickers and extra emojis on the Discord server. And I really want to thank Sauce for that.
Fuck, we're gonna have to cut some more out.
Can I get a roll? Can I get a roll for double diamond
I
platinum?
I will actually get you the double diamond platinum roll for that one. Actually, I'll do that for you, bud.
Don't forget, I'll do the your voicemail answering machine. So whenever somebody picks up, they're gonna be the fuck you won't.
We'll get you all set up with that. Kibbles, you're gonna have to go buy some new underwear and get the photo shoot going for Sauce.
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, bust it. You got the sexy cop outfit.
I do.
He does. All right,
And
Sauce.
that's a tax write-off if it's for work.
So do you want like a half chub or do you want like fucking full mast? That's my question.
Oh, go full mast. Just
Full
go.
mast.
full
You gotta
out.
go.
Patrick, get the background just quietly. Full mast.
I
All
ain't
right.
paying for no little chub.
All right, Sauce. You have a nice night.
Chodas.
You have a nice night now, yeah?
You too as well, guys.
See you, bud.
Have a good one, dude.
Take care.
See ya.
What a nice guy. What a sweetheart. He is a swell mofo, let me
Fun
tell
times. Oh, no.
Is
They're
that-
after
is
me.
that
Gentle soul.
Is that the... Is
The
that
drill dough has been activated.
I couldn't think of a funny name. Thank you.
No, that's the fucking game's alarm.
Oh, okay.
I have to run.
So, Billy, how was you popped your con cherry? How was it?
A lot of fun. Not gonna lie. How many books did I get signed? I'm going over them right now. I got 12 books signed.
Nice.
Because I felt like, all right, at most I'm gonna bring 3 books per person because I don't want to be that asshole that brings like a bunch of things, like a whole like tub going like sign this, bitch. Because I've never been to a con before, so I'm like, that can't be right. That's incredibly rude. There's no way they're gonna sign it. And fucking Jim Shooter sitting in a corner signing a whole tub, talking the whole time because he's done.
What an absolute. Wait, who's Jim Shooter? I'm sorry.
Jim Shooter was the 9th editor in chief of Marvel. He's the one who did he wrote Secret Wars. He brought G.I. Joe into Marvel Universe. He also is the one that it made up the idea of Spider-Man wearing a black suit.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
He's pretty
right.
big.
All right, that's pretty metal, actually. Okay, all right, that's pretty baller.
I got 3 books signed by him.
That sounds like when we met Timothy Zahn at Pensacon that year. Like, if you don't know Timothy Zahn, he wrote the original Star Wars episodes 7, 8, 9, the Thrawn trilogy, and he's well associated with the character Grand Admiral Thrawn. And we were looking for him because he was supposed to be there, and we were looking for like this big ass booth, like expecting to be like Timothy Zahn, hero of the Imperium, all this shit, and we could not find him anywhere. It turns out they had him like at a little card table tucked behind the cotton candy machine. We're like, sir, shouldn't you be at a bigger one? He's like, no, I asked for a little table. He signed like everything we fucking had and went. And I was just like, damn, they got this little legend over here with a head full of cotton candy, just having the time of his life.
Now, wait. You said he wrote the original episode 7, 8, 9, Admiral Thrawn. He's not original to Rebels? Can you talk more about that?
It's back in the day. I'm trying to remember the exact. Let me get the exact date because we strive for accuracy. Also, what's up, Santa?
Hey,
Santa.
Santa.
Let's see.
Not a damn thing is up.
Billy, I want you to look at the stream, and I want you to look at my amazing Chinese characters.
I've been watching for like the past hour, sorting this shit out.
You know you're free to whatever.
I didn't know I could just pop in.
Of course.
I didn't know I had the role. I didn't know yet. I had no clue. Nobody told me this shit. Nobody messaged me. Oh, the only direct message I ever get is fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's all I get.
Post that. Post the screenshot. Post the
screenshot.
screenshot in commentary. We were playing Among Us last night, and Billy killed me. And I sent him a funny.
He did not take it well.
Yeah. Here, wait. Let me bust that out.
Games.
God.
Okay, here we go. So the very first episode 7, aka Heir to the Empire, because they never made movies out of these. In fact, they just made 3 books. There's Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command. And basically, what they deal with is the new the New Galactic Republic trying to come about, but from outside in the Outer Rim, that turns out to be basically the last remnants of the Empire, which is run by Grand Admiral Thrawn. And he shows up and basically just fucks everybody up. These were, they started in 1991. Let's see, Dark Rising was in 1993. No, 92 for hardcover. And 93 was The Last Command. And it's kind of crazy. Like, I really enjoyed it. Thrawn shows up. He kind of becomes the bad guy. He kind of takes control of a dark Jedi named, Seaboth. And they're trying to replace Palpatine because it's revealed that Emperor Palpatine was the reason the Imperial Army was as strong as it was because he was basically controlling them all through battle meditation the entire time. And they're like, well,
behind it all.
Yeah, so they couldn't. They tried to find somebody, so they tried to get this guy, but he's basically the equivalent of like angry Jedi space hobo. And he's just like, you kids, get off my lawn. I don't want nothing to do with you. But then they like trick him because Thrawn has discovered these little lizards that he wears around his neck that completely annul the Force. Like any kind of Force power coming at you, it doesn't work. So he basically uses this, and the hobo is like, well, I don't know what to fucking do. I guess I'll go with you. And they go off, and it's really good. It's spoiler alert. It turns out apparently there's like a grand fucking cloning facility where they've cloned Palpatine, and he's trying to get his essence put into Luke Skywalker.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
like they clone Palpatine, but the clones don't work. Like they're breaking down pretty quick apparently. So they're trying to put, if I remember this correctly, because it's been a while since I've read this. They're trying to put Palpatine's spirit into Luke Skywalker because he's just Skywalker and he's super fucking powerful.
This
So
sounds kind of gay. Not gonna lie.
I mean,
I want
Little
I want
homage.
this old man's essence inside this tight young boy's body.
I mean,
I think it
that's
would have
just
been
good
40 at
wholesome
that
church
point.
fun. That's a really cool series, and it was really excited. But then, sadly, when Disney bought everything, they fucking turned it into the Legends, and now it's non-canon because we had to get 2 abortions of a movie and one actually pretty good movie. So
Which one was actually pretty good?
I
First
actually
one.
like The Force Awakens.
Which one's the
Like
Is
Force
that
Awakens? What's
7
that?
or?
That's the first
that's
one.
7.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
first
that
like
one's
one.
Rogue
fine.
One.
That's serviceable. I
Alright.
have no complaints with that.
All right.
I don't even like
Rogue
Star
One.
Wars.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was a whole rant. You go.
I was just gonna say I
Obviously,
liked Rogue One. That's the only one I've actually enjoyed.
Rogue One is really good. Like I really liked Rogue One because it had that darker feel to it. So that was dope as fuck.
Let's see. So no. All right. Right. So my problem with people saying they like the Force Awakens is that people are just saying they like A New Hope. That's my problem with it.
Well, it is. Yeah, that's why it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like
Whatever.
the last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker were like,
I didn't even watch the Rise of Skywalker.
It was basically a carbon copy.
yeah, and then like I don't know, like with me, like the Last Jedi, there was just so much shit that was kind of like forced into it. Like I didn't hate the character Rose. I'm like, okay, because fucking Empire Strikes Back brought new characters in. That's fine, cool. Bring in a new character. She was actually pretty cool to me, but they didn't do anything with her. It's like a center casino planet where they're not really going to do anything for a while. We're going to try to shoe in some. Well, not everybody's as good as they seem bullshit because apparently Benicio del Toro needed a fucking paycheck. Never figured that out. And I was like, why are we on the casino planet? I mean, we could be doing something important.
You know what I hated about Rose the most?
Was that?
The fact that they listened to the fucking fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why would they do?
put her in it.
Well,
Rose.
it was in like the 3rd movie. They basically just like neutered her ass to like she did nothing.
Wait, which one was Rose? Fuck, wasn't she?
Rose was the little Asian lady who
Didn't
Showed
she
her
die?
potato sack.
Wait, yeah, didn't she die?
No, she
I-
made it. I
For
believe.
some reason.
Wait, she lived?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
she, like I said, 3rd movie she didn't do anything. Like 2nd movie, they're like, all right, she's gonna be here, she does things, cool. 3rd movie, they're like, all right, you're a background character now, fuck off.
She became a non-character, just like Finn.
Which
Such a
really
That's
sucked
tragic.
because Finn was fucking awesome.
It's like my thing was like why wasn't he the main character? Because
See-
he's like he actually has faults and flaws.
Yeah, because like there wasn't anything going on, Ray, and I'm not one of these like, I don't want women Jedi. No, she
Well, I have no
she-
problem with that. It's just we
she's-
focused on Finn for the majority of the movie.
Yeah,
We saw that he has actual like faults. He's a coward. He's cowardly. He's scared. He's not an exceptionally good fighter, but neither was
Mhm.
Luke. And it's like you're hitting all these points. I'm like, and then it comes to the final fight where he has like a character arc. He has actual character development, guys. It doesn't exist anymore in movies, or very low. And it's like they pushed him aside, and he became a non-character within 3 movies.
yep.
Like I love Mark Hamill's interviews. He hated all 3 of those films. Like he's reading the script for the first for episode 7, and he's talking about it. He's like reading. He's getting more anxious. He's like, "All right, they're talking about me. They're talking about me." And it's like this lightsaber flies through the air. He's like, "I'm gonna catch it." Rey catches it. She hasn't even had the training on Dagobah.
That's not how that works. You gotta have the training on Dagobah.
Yeah.
You could be out here with fucking space walruses that we can fucking milk for some reason. Nah, like
This is why if you're ever gonna do a big like multifaceted film that not like a franchise where it can go any way in between each movie, but it has a connected arc through each. It needs to be written by the same guy, or at least overseen.
Probably doesn't need to have Disney fucking around with it anymore anyway. Because I've gotten to the point like I don't know. I've never. Well, as a kid, I loved Disney. Disney was like the reason I got into art because I was like, I'm gonna draw for Disney one day.
Same
And
here.
then
They
nowadays
don't
it's
draw
like
anymore.
they don't draw anymore, and it's like every time you turn around, it's like, well, Disney decided to neuter this because like if you read what the original pitch was for Zootopia, you will fucking hate the new movie even if you like it. Like the original pitch was so cool, and then it's
Yep.
like, oh nah, we're gonna make it something kind of lame.
They literally went, what is fun about this? Because they actually wanted to make like a serious movie about serious commentary, but they're like, I don't really like this world. What exactly is fun about it? We're a family fun kind of company. Why are we making this? And they basically had to change it completely.
Yep, because like what was the one I was watching? Where it was like when I first started reading Beastars, I was like, wow, this is basically how Zootopia was going to be in the beginning. Where it's like predators were kept on short leashes and they couldn't do this, couldn't do that, and they had that one really sad ass scene about the little kid polar bear.
Yeah, the
Like,
collar.
shit. Yeah, and his collar. And then we got the fucking Zootopia abortion comic.
Wait,
Oh my
what?
God.
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on. Excuse me.
Remember, if they take it down, it's canon.
Oh, I remember that.
See, well,
I
here's the fun
I
part.
think the Arby's edit is so much better.
Now, Arby's, it is the best, but let me tell you this: there is a whole continuity. This dude has made way more than just the fucking Arby's abortion comic, and not Arby's, goddamn Zootopia abortion comic. He's made like way more. Because I went to look it up. I said, you know what? I will sacrifice my search history. I'm on enough fucking watch list anyway. I'm gonna go look. He has so many other comics. In fact, one that takes place afterwards apparently involves the friendship between a polar bear and Arctic fox prostitute. And I was like, what the fuck am I reading? And I just kind of laid down for a minute, like curled up in the corner. Like, you know that bit with Squidward when he gets sent to the future? That was me for a minute.
Sure. The
But-
ball was in his court, Funk. He had full game.
He had it, but to answer this, to answer what you're, answer this, Andy. The Zootopia abortion comic is a comic in which Nick and Judy, Judy reveals to Nick she was pregnant, but she wants to get an abortion from her crook. I'm trying to remember this because I have not read this in a while. It came out several years ago.
So yeah, that's. I read it not too long ago because I'm a fucking.
I'll let you give
I'm
the
a
rundown
monster.
then.
So Nick wakes up and Judy's like, Nick, I have some news, and he's like, it's Nick Wilde. He's like, okay, whatever, it's all cool. And she's like, I'm pregnant. And then they're like, this shouldn't be
I am the
possible.
baby formed.
Oh no, it's definitely possible. There are hybrids happen sometimes. And she's like, I think I want an abortion. And he goes full fucking like the Bible.
I forgot that was his argument.
That's it. He's like, the
Wait,
Bible
what?
says no abortions.
It's
He goes full
I can't believe,
pro-life.
yeah, I can't believe you would want to kill my unborn child. And
The Bible.
she's like, what kind of life would it be? And they have an argument, and she slaps him, and he leaves. And as he's leaving, he says, I'm thinking Arby's.
What?
They made an Arby's edit where it's like basically she's like, Nick, you eat Arby's for lunch and dinner every day. You would eat it for breakfast if they're open. And he's like, you don't understand. They're perfect little potato sliders. Are perfect for any kind of meal. And he's just like running down all this Arby's stuff. And then like after she slaps him and like he's leaving, she's like, where will you go? What will you do? And he's like, to be honest, I'm thinking Arby's. And then just walks out the door. Yeah, like this dude made it. He has a whole fucking. There's apparently a sequel that has come out to the abortion comic where now Judy, because Judy leaves Nick for a female fox. So now she's decided, you know what? I'm gonna have my abortion and I'm gonna become a lesbian. Two things that the Catholic Church fears beyond all others. And because the
What
prophecy
the
says
fuck, bro? Come on.
that one day a strong, powerful, don't need no man couple are going to show up and take down the entire Catholic Church.
Yep,
Yeah.
But
that's how it'll happen.
in this sequel, Judy has apparently become like the mayor or some shit. I can't tell for sure because she's dressed like Hillary Clinton, so I know she's like eating babies and she's doing politics. And she's up there and like there's a rifle scope zoomed on her, so it's basically like set up like JFK. And so I'm like, well, I guess Nick's fixing to shoot this bitch because there's nothing in the Bible says you can't shoot your ex-girlfriend in the face. Believe me, I checked. But no, then like I said, there's a whole continuity. There was one I was flipping through and I was like, what is this? And it was apparently about a struggling Arctic fox prostitute. And I was like, okay, I didn't need to know that today. I said, what else have we got over here? And apparently like the story with her is like Nick picks her up and then like it just cuts to a fucking a window and you hear him just hollering Judy and then he leaves and apparently he paid this bitch like $2,000 because then the ending is like, oh, prostitution's okay because I can feed my baby Arctic fox now. I was like, wait a minute. Cool with prostitution, but not cool with abortions. I was like, wait a minute. The church is not like either one of these things. Get some mixed messages from you, man. You say I can go pick up fox bitches? I need to know about these fox bitches because I know where to find them.
I mean, if I was approached by a prostitute, but the prostitute was a fox bitch, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna stop by an ATM real quick. We're gonna talk.
Okay, look, you gotta answer me one question before I go hit this ATM. How many titties?
Yeah, it's a very important question.
Are you full anatomical or are we going full furry? Because I might get scared if I see too many.
I'm easily intimidated.
I'm a little easily intimidated. Don't let the look fool you. I'm a little intimidated. Which I did have to use full funk intimidation today, and I felt kind of bad about it.
How'd that go?
That's a scary thought. That's.
Oh, Christ.
I mean mugged a bitch on the interstate and watched her flinch, and it was like not the interstate, but on the road. I went to the art festival, and I'm leaving, and I'm going back toward Biloxi, and like there's a traffic jam for some reason. Well, we finally get to the front, and like I get up there to find out what it is. There is a bitch in the far left lane. She is trying to make a right-hand turn from the left-hand lane, and nobody's letting her. So she has just stopped moving. So people are trying to get around her, but she keeps trying to pull over and go. So I get stuck behind this bitch, and then finally it opens, and I pull out to go, and I just hear her go, "Oh my fucking God!" And her daughter, sister, whatever, hangs out the window to holler at me, and I mean mugged her, and I watched her flinch, and I felt kind of bad about it. But
no, don't feel bad about that. You're right.
I mean, if you I'd feel bad about it too. If I was Funk, I'd be pretty upset about it. I'd be like,
I wouldn't feel bad. Fuck drivers.
I'd be like, man, I should go say I'm sorry.
No, speaking of which, Andy, why can nobody fucking drive at the north end of the state? It's fucking ridiculous.
Well,
nobody can drive worth the fuck.
They're all fucking New Yorkers. They're all trash.
Oh
they
yeah,
don't
the
know
New
how
Yorkers.
to drive.
Oh yeah, you're right. The fucking New Yorkers are
say,
ruining the goddamn highways. All right,
it's a 65 mile per hour highway. It's total anarchy. Everyone's going 90. Someone nearly ran me off the parkway.
You're allowed to go. You're supposed to go 80 on the parkway, dumbass.
No, they're all going 90.
No, I'm in Miami, okay? We got so many fucking New Yorkers down here, it's not even fucking funny.
That doesn't make sense.
They're not coming from New York.
Is there a portal to hell from New York to Florida?
Yes.
Yes.
All the fucking Floridians are down here. None of them can fucking drive, and they all sound like they're from fucking, like, oy vey, let me tell you about my fucking babushka.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Ben Shapiro's about to cancel the show. Slow down.
Ben Shapiro just subscribed to the FluffCast. Hold on a second. Shit just got really dry around here.
Yeah.
No, I nearly got run off the road twice just going up there, and almost once on the way back. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then halfway through, once I hit that beautiful crossing halfway through, the traffic slowed down. Everyone's going their proper speed of 75 miles per hour. Nobody's honking at each other. It's beautiful. What the fuck is wrong with the northern half of the state, Andy?
Listen, we need to deploy. We need to move fast. You're in P-Town territory, all right? I need to get somewhere. I need to get somewhere fast. Now. That's how it works. It's New York, not Pittsburgh. Go back to your peninsula.
See, there's a great migration down here, Riley, because I live like right off of I-10 going through Mississippi. And I-10 goes like all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast. And so every February, January if they suck, the New Orleans Saints let out all their players and they start to go home. And you just see this fleet of fucking super expensive sports cars coming out of New Orleans going like 110 because we all know that overpaid idiots cannot fucking drive because they got to get the next DUI and punch that underage girl in the back of the head. So I have a wonderful Schadenfreude that I enjoy when athletes get in trouble because I played sports. Like
You play sports ball?
I played the sports ball to almost a professional level, and I was like, yeah, you fuckers get all kind of special treatment, so y'all need to fuck off. So, which is also why I'm like, as much as I don't like the NCAA athletics, like or NCAA, like fuck them, but also fuck paying student athletes. You guys get a free ride and everybody sucks your dick. Y'all can go to hell for that. I was like, I had classes with you motherfuckers, and like I saw y'all twice. Y'all showed up at the beginning and the end, and that was it. Sent some Asian kid in here trying to say he's a 6'6" black guy on the basketball team. I'm like, no, motherfucker, he is not. His name is not Leroy. That's motherfucking Ching Lee over there. Fuck this.
That's motherfucking Ching Lee.
It's funny enough. I did go to school with a guy, and that was his actual name was Leroy. And we were like, you are a stereotype, my dude. And he's like, I know.
I know.
I'm like, all right, fine.
I mean, Samuel Leroy Jackson. Like,
Yeah,
no
but that's
shit.
his middle name.
Yeah.
This is the name his mama chose for him to go by. Like, but anyway, yeah,
So
no,
we
like
like the sound of it, you know.
I mean, it's a legit name. I know. Funny enough,
Yeah.
I know 4 Leroys. So
Well, Leroy was my cat's name when I was a young kid. So I guess it's pretty legit. Sandy, you might want to unplug and replug your mic back in.
No, it should be fine.
Oh, okay.
It does that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just flips.
I always like athletes getting in trouble, so I'm just like, hey, guess what? There are consequences, my dude, and you're gonna have to learn about it.
No, I think the Ching Lee was the part that raised eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's funny because you get in there and you're like, where does this little Asian kid come from? And like, why is he in their algebra class? And it's like, he'll just leave and you never see him again until the fucking final and the midterm, and then that's it. And you're like, oh, okay, well, somebody's getting paid to come here and take somebody else's test because that shit does happen. And you know, like I said, fucking stereotypes. It is always like a little Asian kid or somebody, or they send like a little white girl in there to do it. But I think they started to pick it up on. I think they started to pick up on the fact like, wait a minute, she can't be on the football team. She's got a vagina.
Yeah, bad as it sounds, yeah. They would raise eyebrows at that.
Every time she gets in a 3-point stance, she'd make one of them pussy farts. That is a legit reason I was told girls can't play football.
Wow. Holy shit.
Pussy farts.
Yeah, the fucking queef is going to just throw off the whole offensive line.
So everybody's going to think that's a fucking audible being called. Like, what's the audible?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, my fucking...
That is some dumb shit if I have ever heard some dumb shit in my goddamn life.
That's really bad.
When I first started playing ball in high school, we had a strength coach named Frank Cooley. And he was an asshole, but he was all right. He was kind of like I don't want to talk to you, but I'm going to show you how to do this properly, so fuck off thing. He's like, I'm going to show you how to do it properly one time. Fuck off. And after that, we got another guy, and his name was Williams. And what was his first name? We just called him Coach Williams because he wasn't cool enough to tell us his first name.
Sonoma?
Probably. But he came in there and was like, we were talking about it, and there was a girl that actually started to play for the 8th grade team. And this girl was huge. Like, she was out there knocking these kids on their asses. And he was like, yeah, she ain't going to make it up here to the varsity. And we're like, well, she's out there knocking people down. She's having a good time. She's a bad bitch. And he's like, no. He's like, people don't know is them girls can't get in a 3-point stance. Well, why is that, Coach? Because every time they get down, old Cooter might fart. And I sat there just for a minute and like I almost killed a friend of mine because I was spotting him and like he couldn't get the weight up and I just sat there for a minute like the fuck. And then I looked
Like,
down and I was like, oh shit, you're dying. Hold on.
legit, if you couldn't say anything because, that's coach or whatever, I can imagine that would just be one of those I'm fucking stunned, speechless moments.
Dude, I stood there like I went
Stupefied.
straight, like I went through a full hard reset. Like
Because you're like the
heard-
windows. Dun, 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 dun.
That's it. You heard it fire down. And I was just like, wait a minute, what? He's like, yeah, them girls might get too low and split themselves. And I was like, what?
What?
Fuck.
What?
What?
He's like, girls can't wear a cup. He just kept going on with like all this shit, and I was like,
Girls can't wear a cup. What the fuck? Bruh, are you serious?
Do they even need a cup?
Like, there's a pubic bone I think they need to protect.
yeah,
Alright,
because
Can we get a girl in here to? Here, one sec.
this is the FluffCast. Where the fuck we want to get a girl?
We have like a lot of
Straight.
women lying around.
It's just laying
That
around like
sounded bad. That sounded.
Yeah. I mean, just open the cabinet and get one of these bitches out. Hold on.
You say I can actually? I've got binders of women I can ask.
Just throw her in the microwave real quick.
Yeah. Instant woman. Buy now at Walmart.
Just add water.
Let me hit up
You don't want
Dial
to be
bitch
Ben
over here.
Shapiro. We need it dry.
Like, no. Say no. Can we get them moist?
Fucking boom,
Nah.
there you go.
All right, is she in?
Hello,
I
Sakona.
think so.
She's on phone though. I don't know if she can hear us.
No, I can hear you guys.
Okay, so do girls have to wear a cup to protect their pubic bone?
No, they don't.
Okay, that's
All
all.
right.
Anything else, guys? You wanted to ask?
I didn't have a question.
All right, that's it. Thank you, Sakona. Have a nice night.
No problem.
And just like that, she's
See?
gone. Instant woman.
Wow.
I
That
told
was-
you.
That was a paid crisis actor. I don't believe this.
That's our call-in expert.
Oh,
You're calling expert.
I got a buddy who knows a lot about vaginas. Let me bring him in here.
there you go.
Put it in here. Like, hold on, so let me get my Rolodex of bitches over here and see what happens. It's funny because like I always hear all this weird shit from him all the time. He was also the same man that told us that only way we could build muscle was to work with the weights until to the point of failure. They're like,
That's-
what?
No, that's
What?
really unhealthy.
That's
Like, he want-
dangerous.
Yeah, he wanted us to go to the point where we could not lift whatever we were lifting anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess like a once a week thing, like just to see if we done it. He's like, no, you can do it every time. What? And so like you got kids over there because we're doing like fucking power cleans, bench press, all that, fucking squats. Because I hated doing squats with him. Like I was always like, no, I am not doing this till I fucking fail. I was like, I have 600 pounds in my back, man. If I go down, I can't get back up. That thing's not gonna catch me. Fuck that. I'll kill somebody. But no, like, cause there was that, then like there was my buddy BK on the bench press with like he was fucking working out with like 325 because he had 2-foot arms, so he had to do shit to bench press. But no, just the wisdom of Southern coaches, where you're like, have you ever seen a female at all? Like, not talking about naked. Have you seen a female? Please tell me you have, sir. And he's like, I seen one at church. It's like, that doesn't count, sir. Anyway,
The only
Sorry,
thing
I
I
had-
got for sports stories is that we had a bunch of funny nicknames on our football team, but our quarterback didn't have one. So he asked the coach for one, and the coach said, "All right." My coach was basically the Monopoly man from.
yeah.
So he goes, "Luke, what's going on?" Well, coach, I'd like a nickname. Andy's the professor. Kika is Special K. I want a nickname. All right, give me a moment here. You are Richard Cranium. Well, what's that mean, coach? Dickhead. Go back on the field.
Damn.
He was the biology teacher.
That's pretty fucking cold. I like that.
That is like shit.
was fucking telling a 14-year-old off like that.
You asked the rigid cranium to get going.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was the professor. That was my nickname for football. It's because I was the only guy on the team with glasses.
Mine was really fucking original.
What was it?
JB.
Oh yeah, that's real fucking original.
That was it. Then again, we
It
never
does
had that
have a
many
ring
good-
to it.
I am not allowed to
it
say
worked.
on the cast what my nickname was.
Ah,
I couldn't.
we all know Cassandra is pretty.
Shit, we lose.
Oh, Kibbles drop.
Ah, bummer.
People Sudoku in Florida. The Florida consumed him.
Sudoku?
No.
We are getting there on time actually.
Wait, did
and
you
I
say
did finish.
Sudoku?
Yeah, he Sudoku.
He Sudoku.
I always find it weird whenever somebody doesn't immediately like not react to that joke. That's really... It's
Yeah,
just
I
like
got
I'm
baited.
trying
I
to,
got baited by the wizard.
Yeah, it's just like the
Like,
time that we were playing
fucking
fucking
times
D&D
something
with
like
him.
this happens.
Oh god, the fucking rabbit.
Yeah.
I still love that story.
First time I played D&D with Kibbles, the dude just rolls to convince a rabbit to kill itself.
Did it?
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
He nat 20'd it.
I'm surprised
Kibbles has this.
it didn't get an abortion.
No.
Did not. It wasn't pregnant. It was, Harry carried itself right there in the middle of God and everybody. Now Kibbles has like the most insane, stupid luck at D&D. So if you play with him, something amazing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Where we were doing Rime of the Frost Maiden before shit got too crazy for me to run it. And we got to the Goblin encounter, and he was like, "Hey, what are our torches made of?" And I was like, "Oh, well, they're like whale fat on the end of like they're whale fat dipped sticks." And he's like, "Whale fat's sticky." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "And we got that granola you told us we had." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What if I put the granola on the torch and threw it at a goblin? Will that make a polar bear attack it?"
What?
So everybody ended up making like
guess it
these.
would.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, I assume it would. Yeah, you would just have to make a range attack. And he's like, fine, fuck it, let's do it. And so he was just throwing these torches with granola broke up over him, hitting goblins with it, and then the polar bears that they're starving to death, like his mounts, are just like, oh shit, that's a fucking snack. And like, I don't think you guys attacked the goblins, but maybe like once. Like the polar bears did everything else.
Yeah. We attacked the goblins on the bridge, but the ones by the bears took care of those.
Yeah, it was like by the time you guys got to them, like the bears had already eaten them all.
That's fake. That's grand.
Fucking Kibbles will pull some shit like that on D&D, and you're just like, well, I wasn't expecting that, and I should have been prepared, but I was not.
Well, shit. I think it's about time we call it for the night, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're just about
2
hitting
hours?
that 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for us there. Anything else you guys want to mention or talk about, or?
Thanks for joining us tonight for the show, everyone. We
I guess
appreciate
that's it,
everyone in our audience and all the people that called in tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be part of, apparently, sometime soon, I'll be part of a YouTube collaboration deal, apparently. And I can't talk much about it, but I got to do it tomorrow. So I think we'll be able to share it with everybody Monday.
Well, hell yeah! I can't wait to see it, man.
All right.
Are you streaming tonight, Funk?
I'm sorry?
Are you streaming tonight?
I haven't really thought about it. I think it all depends on how I feel here in a minute. So,
All right. Well, go jump on Funk's stream if he is. If not, I'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for coming on by. Take care now.
thank you, sir.
That's it.
All right, FluffCast. You have a nice week now. I'll see you next week.